Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Crossroads Podcast, your place to get the latest news, events, and general discussion in the world of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox gaming. I'm your host. I'm back. LeRon Dawkins here, and back with me tonight are my co-hosts, Andre Wilson and the patron saint of all things sim games, Mr. Stoy. What's up, guys?
What's going on? What's going on?
You would be surprised to hear I'm not talking about any sim games that I've played this week.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we'll test this out real soon here.
Yeah, I mean it depends. It depends. It depends on what you consider Saints Row to be. It could be like a crime boss simulator when you think about it.
I mean, every game could be a sim of something if you really think about it.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Yep. Guys, how's it going? Stoy, we missed you, man. Like you've been gone for like forever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we take a week off like in between this whole thing?
No. We had a show.
Oh, we did. Yeah.
No.
Last week I remember I couldn't be here because I started coaching high school soccer, and so we had a game on Tuesday, and usually we don't have games on Tuesdays, but this week we did. So I had a game. We had a game on Tuesday.
Who won?
Well, here's a funny story. We won. However, I found out a few days after that game that one of my players was academically ineligible to participate and should not have been participating. I didn't know that. No one knew that. All of a sudden, I get an email from the athletic director saying, "Hey, this person should have been playing." I was like, "And you're telling me this now? Why didn't you tell me before the season started when that's the appropriate time to do so?" And it was like, "Well, we dropped the ball on that one." I'm like, yes, because now we had to forfeit that game.
I was about to say you had to
forfeit. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
And when I told the players that, they were pissed. I was like, just don't take it out on him, okay? All right, like I can't imagine how shitty he already feels, that he let his team down. But like, just
wait, is he good to go to play now?
No, he's suspended till the 13th. So,
damn.
Yeesh.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's like I said this before. I'm gonna say this on record. High school ain't fucking hard. It's not hard. It's not. Like, really, it isn't. There's so many tools. There's so many avenues for you to get good grades, to do good. Like, it's just literally
school just started. So wait, is he out because of grades?
No, this was from spring. This was from last semester, like before summer. But I'm just saying, like, high school is as hard as you want it to be. Like, you have to literally fail on purpose. Like, we're talking like straight up, like looking at assignment and be like, I'm not doing that. Or like taking an exam and purposely selecting the wrong answer. Like, high school isn't hard. If you want to make it hard for yourself, you take those advanced courses or whatever to challenge yourself. But for most people that just like want to just be like, I just want to get through high school, like I did, fuck it. It's easy.
Andre, how you been?
Rant over. These fucking kids, let me tell you.
These fucking
kids. These fucking kids.
You fucking dickheads.
I can't call kids dickheads, but you know what I mean.
But I'll do it for you.
But you call fucking kids?
These fucking kids.
Can't end it with dickhead. Life has been just seems like the past like several days have just been go. So last Thursday, I was off work. I wasn't feeling good. Friday was a friend's wedding. Saturday was a photo shoot I did for a friend. Sunday was chill. Monday came home from work, immediately into a raid with the homies on Destiny 2. Today's this. Tomorrow I gotta edit the photos I did of the photo shoot, and it was like over 100. And I went to my buddy and I'm like, "Hey, do you have any photos you like?" And he's like, "I like all of them." And I was like, "Well, fuck, that makes my life way harder." He's like, "You pick." I was like, "Oh, great, that's awesome. Right, that's gonna pick. Yeah, I like them all too, so I'll be here for a day." So
man, it sounds like you've really been getting some decent clientele with your photo shooting.
Yeah. So and then just today actually, I asked my fiance if she could throw up a Facebook status, and I think like within like half an hour, she had a friend ask if I could shoot her engagement party on the 24th of September. Another one of her friends asked if I could do like a family photo for fall. And then when I was at my buddy's wedding on Friday. I was chatting up the wedding photographers there after the reception and all that jazz, and then we exchanged phone numbers. And then he asked me today, next year in fall, if I'd be down to go to Washington to shoot some stuff for him. And I was like, holy shit, how'd this all just like happen? So things are starting to kind of slowly, well, I shouldn't say slowly, but things are starting to finally go. And at first, when she told me that all her friends like wanted me to like shoot them, I was like, no, now I don't want to do it because now I'm like nervous. But like now, but now I'm like, I just basically, like I was saying to you, LeRon, there's a part of me that almost kind of like thrives being in like the eye of the storm. So I enjoy kind of like when shit's thrown at me and I kind of just have to figure it out on the fly. So I am looking forward to taking on, I guess, these shoots and seeing my potential. Cause I think I've said it prior, like my goal, if I could, is to do photography full time. And I kind of thought of it now, like 2022 is like my beginning. Like I hopefully next year is like,
yes, queen.
Yes, do
yes, you? Yes. Oh, Eddie's probably clapping for joy hearing me say that.
Yeah, I mean it's
no. How many times do I make fun of Eddie for going yes?
Yes.
Oh,
girl,
boy.
this is your year, man.
This is all fleek, right?
You do you, boo.
I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. So yeah,
no, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it is. That's great. That's
thank
wonderful.
You guys. Thank
that's
you.
Wonderful. We still have to powwow about shorts and stuff. So
that too.
Yeah. I
actually it would be kind of cool if like all of us like got together and did like a photo shoot. Like a pretty rad fucking photo shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
That means someone has to like get a passport. Someone or some people have to get a passport or something. You know.
No, you don't need to get a passport through Canada anymore, do you?
I think you do. I thought you did.
No.
You don't?
No. It used to be that way.
Well, maybe.
Tell you what, if you guys come down here, the first round's on me.
I don't mind. Well, actually, I would love to visit. You said you live in Vancouver?
Yeah.
Vancouver. Well, maybe I'll take a road trip to Wisconsin to meet up with Stoy, and then we will take the road trip to Canada to meet up with you.
That's if Stoy doesn't kill you on the plane because you're talking about Monster Hunter the whole time.
No, brother's gonna be like, he's gonna bring his Switch and he's gonna be playing Monster Hunter the whole time.
I'm be antisocial. I'm gonna be completely antisocial.
LeRon's gonna be like, this Rathalos is really giving me the knees, let me tell you.
Stoy, you want to play? You're like,
bring your Switch, then we can play co-op.
If I'm complaining about Rathalos, and that means like some shit's going down.
Yeah, I knew I would get that reference wrong. No,
every now and then I am complaining about Rathalos, but still,
Yeah.
Last week was okay. Like it got hot all over again. So there's that, and then last week was kind of a trying week. I'm not really like spill all the details and stuff like that, but a whole bunch of personal stuff was going on, and I had to take care of a few things and stuff like that. So that also explains why I was all like incognito, like in chat, most of the week, last week.
Take care of business.
So yeah, basically. Yeah. So that's basically how that all went down.
I didn't see your shirtless jog picture on Twitter, and I'm like, what's going on, LeRon, huh? Where's the shirtless jog picture?
For a while, I want to say like a year or two ago, man, that was like a weekly occurrence on Twitter.
Yeah, I was going strong. I mean, if you guys want it back, shoot, sound off in our DMs over at PS_Crossroads.
Shirtless LeRon jog picture.
I mean, I'm up 10 pounds. It's not 10 pounds in the good way, but
10 pounds muscle, bro.
But yeah, I think I'm back in the swing of things now. I mean, it's Tuesday. We're back in Crossroads, of course. And, welcome back, Stoy. We missed you last week.
We did.
It's weird. Like I come back here, I was sitting in this chair. I'm like, man, it feels like it's been such a long time, even though it's just a week.
It's been so long.
I remember the last time I was on this show.
Yep, and for our fans out there, do not forget you're checking out the Crossroads podcast. This comes at you every week to bring the latest news, rumors, games, and general discussion in the world of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Crossroads airs live on Tuesday nights at youtube.com/exodus803 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Did I just repeat that? I'm not sure.
Well, hey, after today might not be a PlayStation podcast, let me tell you.
Yeah, tonight's theme is everybody hates PlayStation.
Everybody hates Sony.
All right. As always, you can head over to
Can't
Apple
wait till we talk
Podcasts.
about that. Can't wait.
Yeah, for real. As always, you can head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and any other podcast locations to get the audio versions of the show, which are hosted on Thursday mornings after the live show debuts. The video recap of the show can be found on Wednesday nights. On Thursdays as well at youtube.com/bossrush.net. youtube.com/Bossrush Network. I was getting the website and YouTube confused. My bad. If you want to see previous episodes of our show, all episodes can be found over on our partner website, which is bossrush.net. Now, if you like the show and you're watching right now on YouTube, or you're just watching the recap of the show on YouTube when it goes live the next day, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving us that thumbs up. Turn the notifications on for the next episode of the show, or for whenever any clips or any new things come out. And if you are listening on the audio versions of the podcast, remember to share, rate, and review us wherever you check out the show. Hey, fellas, it's that time. Hello. It's time that we talk about what we've been playing this past week. It seems like I don't know. I kind of got a preview of everything, and it seems like we played a diverse bunch of games this past week.
I think so. Yeah, it looked like that for sure.
You know what? Because we missed you, Stoy. By the way, Brody was on the Brody from Dignity Podcast was on with us last week.
Oh man,
we had fun. We had
fun. That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're gonna replace me with somebody, it better be him.
Yeah, but we missed you so much, bro. We're gonna let you go first, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Makes me feel loved. I pretty much only played Saints Row. Yeah, that that game's got bugs in it, man. It's weird that it's like I'm not shocked by it anymore. Like, don't you feel kind of desensitized to this now?
Yeah,
it's like just kind of part of the environment nowadays, where it's like, oh, the game crashed in the character creator screen.
Weird.
Like, oh,
hold on, I didn't have that bug. Have that bug.
I was going through the character creator screen, like at the beginning of the game, like you go through like the intro, and then all of a sudden, like, okay, your character's about to reveal itself. What does your character look like? And you go right into designing your character. And I had a plan this time. I was like, I want to do a black female, and I want it to be Gabrielle Union. I got a crush on her.
All right.
Yeah. So I was like, I held up a picture.
That's a fine lady to have a crush on. I'll tell you.
Yes. Dwayne Wade's a lucky man. But like,
sorry,
I'm basically
who?
like Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union. Yeah.
Yep.
So like, I'm basically like holding up a picture, like a kind of like her headshot, like, and I'm trying to do it, and I'm really bad at the translation. So I was like, I did okay, but yeah, it ended up crashing. Like, I was like kind of selecting through menus, and all of a sudden it just froze on me. Like, the menu selection screen just froze on me. So I'm like, okay, I guess I got to start this over again. So I started it over again, and then kind of finished it. And I was like, man, that doesn't look anything like her. I tried my best, but yeah. So I ended up kind of tweaking her a couple extra times, and then I think I kind of nailed down a little bit of what she looks like. So whatever. Anyway, do you like? I didn't realize this, but you can actually go see other people's designs, and you can actually buy those other people's designs. So there's some.
Wait! Buy them, because I thought you could.
Buy them with in-game money.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Okay.
I'd have been pissed if they came out with the whole like, oh, if you pay an extra $10 in Saints Row bucks or whatever the fuck. Like, you could buy these other bosses, they call them,
Oh, I hadn't really messed around with that, because I did buy I did download the boss station.
The boss creator, yeah.
Yeah, the boss creator stuff and stuff like that. So I was messing around with that, and I was also messing around with all these codes and stuff, But the crazy thing about it was, because I am also playing Saints Row, I could not retrieve my created character.
Ooh,
and it pisses me off because like the full game doesn't have all the presets that the boss station had.
Really?
So I was a little pissed.
So the first one had more presets than this one?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's just the version that I have or whatnot. I don't know. But yeah, like it's just So it was like whatever, you know.
What are you playing it on?
I'm playing on PC. I'm playing it on
okay.
PC through Epic. Yeah.
Got it. But yeah, so I mean, so yeah, usually when I have these like create a character modes, like I always kind of have like a type of player in mind, you know. So yeah, I wanted it to be Gabrielle Union. Like that's, I don't know, her name popped in my head, and I was like, oh man, that'd be really cool.
I like how the game kind of defaulted to the hero character being a female this time. I like that.
Yeah, it's I've been noticing a lot of games doing that. Like even like the one game that did that the best was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where Cassandra was pretty much like, she was almost like the canon player, you know, instead of Alexios, which was her brother, which you could play as. But like Cassandra was like basically anybody that talked about that game always played as Cassandra, so it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you know, there was other couple like game breaking bugs. Like one of the ones I encountered a lot was like all of a sudden like my buttons wouldn't work. Like all of a sudden I'd be in the middle of a firefight and I wouldn't be able to fire. I kind of
had that. I kind of had that. Well, it wasn't that I couldn't fire. It was more like my weapon wheel. Every time I pressed my weapon wheel, like it wouldn't come up.
Yeah, it was the same with me too. Like I couldn't, like I was literally getting shot at. It was like the invincibility mode. Like I was getting shot at. I was taking literally no damage, but like I can't shoot back. The only thing I could do was like maybe kick them. And I was like, well, I'm not going to go around kicking people all the rest of the game. So restart the checkpoint, you know, and that wouldn't work. So then I just kind of shut the game off and started over again. I've only had to do that a small handful of times. I know there was like a couple instances of just like, you know, the game, like I remember like kicked me like 20 feet into the air, like spontaneously. And then I failed the mission as a result of it. Because they were like, throw me 30 feet away. And they'd be like, hey, get back to the firefight. And you only have 2 seconds to do that. And it's
I had in the very beginning of the game I had a situation where where like, you know, like when you're running from the cops from that first heist, I had a police car ram me head on, ejected me from the vehicle, and I ejected so far from the vehicle it automatically, like I saw my guy get up and I was trying to make him run back, it automatically like it failed the mission right there.
Yeah, I think for me it was when I was trying to defend the Saints base when I just got the church.
Uh-huh.
It basically like kicked me back, and then it told me, hey, go save Kev. You have 2 seconds to get there, and he's like on the other side of the church.
I know, and I was
I'm
like,
not gonna make that. You kidding me?
What is this, like 2 seconds real time or game time? What is this?
So I failed it, and then I restarted it, but then it was like normal time after that. But I was like, what the hell?
Another bug I had because
have you used the wingsuit?
I have not tried the wingsuit yet.
The wingsuit is a buggy mess. Especially if you like kind of like crash into a building.
Well, no, I saw Game Ranks. They talked about like the wingsuit is not an experience for.
No, it is not. I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
it's a cool concept. Like I think there was actually a mission later on where you had to break someone out of prison, and you wingsuited into the prison grounds. And I was like, oh god, this is gonna fucking break on me, isn't it? And it actually didn't, surprisingly. Like I was like, okay, cool.
All right, so but if you set aside the bugs, what would you give this game as a rating?
9 out of 1 more. Honestly, the game is spectacularly fun, super wacky. The action, the combat, the fighting is great. You know, I love the melee sequences because they all look like you're fucking John Wick. You know,
right?
Like,
I love
that,
like that close combat. Yeah, I love that.
It's so good. Like anytime that pops up, anytime your meter builds up and you could do like a super melee, like, you know, 1-hit kill, whatever. Like it's so cool because it's like, you know, you get into like a hand-to-hand fist combat and it looks like John Wick where all of a sudden, like, especially if you're holding your handgun, you're literally you literally default to like John Wick moments where like you'll like armbar someone and it's like pop, pop, pop. And then you drop them, you elbow them. You know,
I love the one where you prison yard somebody with the knife and then like you just pop one right in their head.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Or like there's this other one that it makes me cringe every time because like she'll like grab them by the ears and then she'll kind of drop to her knees and
Yes.
then slam their head into her head. And I was like, how does that hurts? Why would you do that? But it looks fucking cool.
They got inspired by somebody in WWE.
Yeah, someone does that. Yeah. But all those sequences are so cool. Honestly, it's a fun game. It's a great story. The set pieces, like the main mission sequences, are like really good. Like, it's a really good story of like, you actually have a very diverse but very fun group of characters. Like, you got Eli, you got Nina, you got Kevin, that like are just like, Kev reminds me of you because he's like kind of like wacky. So
Me?
I'm like, yeah, like
Me?
if you're Kev, and I think he's bisexual too, so it kind of makes it even more sense.
And like, I kind of got that vibe off of him too.
All he does is stand around with his shirt off.
With his shirt off.
I'm totally imagining, dude, you're Kev. I'm serious. Eddie is Eli.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh! I can see it though.
Maybe not. I don't know. Eddie's not a nerd enough.
Yeah, he's not. He's not. He's not nerdy enough now.
Yeah, but Stephanie is definitely definitely Nina for sure.
Yeah.
Because like there was like one
cool, like that calm head is always prevailing until that one fucking moment.
And did you see that? Did you do that one mission where Sergio like stole her car?
No, I haven't done that one yet. No, I have not done that one yet.
So when you do that mission, like you'll answer the phone, and then she's just like screaming at you all these obscenities in Spanish. She's like, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? But I could imagine Stephanie just like losing her shit, you know, and just like having her be Nina. So,
oh man,
but no, yeah, you're definitely Kev, 100%.
Yeah. It's crazy that I don't know, like this game is not getting the best review scores right now. I don't understand. You know, like I know when there's a bad game, and this game, in my opinion, is not bad enough that it's getting like 4, 5s, and 6s and stuff like that. You know, it's not a 9 or a 10, but like in my opinion, but like I want to say it's higher. It's at least higher than a 7. You know,
and this is where I have to call out the bullshit of the hypocrisy of game reviews and gamers in general, quote unquote gamers. You know, I hate to use that term, but this is your problem, gamers, so to speak. Is that
right?
When Volition wanted to break away from Saints Row, they wanted to do something different, and no one liked that.
What was that? Agents of Mayhem or something?
Yeah. They wanted to do something different. No one liked it. A lot of people are screaming, "Go back to Saints Row. Do Saints Row. You guys are really good at Saints Row." And then they're like, "Okay, here's Saints Row." And basically, a lot of the reviews I read, they were like, "Well, they're not doing anything different. They're not revitalizing the genre. They just brought us the same old shit." And it's like, well, that's what you guys wanted.
That's what you guys wanted.
This is what you cried for years. You got what you wanted, and now it's like, I don't want this anymore. Like, fuck off.
You know, that's the problem with gamers in this day and age. Like in all honesty, like like they want something different, but they also want more of the same, and it's like that does not work. That does not work. That's
you can't have both. You can't have both.
That's like you're trying to walk forward while you have a chain strapped around your waist and a car going full speed like the opposite direction. It doesn't work like that. You know.
That's a weird analogy, but I get it.
No. I'm for real. It's like.
But no, you're right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, because in all seriousness, it's like just. Do you want? It's like that meme. Do you want the fucking cake or you don't want the fucking cake? Which one is it?
Eat the fucking cake. Like, this is what you wanted. But that's the thing. This is a Saints Row game. If you've played the previous Saints Row games, you play this one, you're going to have a good time. Everything about it is so familiar. It's fun. It's bombastic. It's wacky.
The wackiness is still there.
Yeah, the writing is really good.
Yeah, the writing is really good.
The dialogue is hilarious.
The one thing I will say for sure is that they try to be a little bit more serious, and I think that's just because Deep Silver and Volition they've matured. Like shit. Like when they came out with their games, when they came out with Saints Row, Saints Row was supposed to be an answer to Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But people were like, it's too much like Grand Theft Auto, so they skewed it. They skewed it to a point where like people were like could appreciate the differences, and now they're like we can still have Saints Row, but we can also show that we've matured a little bit. And people are like, nah, don't grow up. Like that's just gonna get old, and then those guys are gonna be out of a job because y'all can't get your shit together.
You can't fucking figure out what it is you like and what you don't like. And like I said, it's a bad way to review a game based on your personal feelings. Like I said, the bugs aside, which they have been actively fixing. Like I think like the last gameplay I had of it, which was like last night, like I played for a couple hours, like I actually had like a complete bug-free experience. Like I didn't have any issues, no problems whatsoever. I think the only thing I was stuck on was I was doing the gym rob missions. And you have to like pick up all these cars that he wants. Because I don't know if you set up Jim Rob with his car mechanic shop, whatever. So you'll do his missions. And like he'll like, oh hey, can you go pick up this car for me? It's like, and your character's like, yeah, sure, whatever, no questions asked. You go steal it, drive it back. Sometimes you get chased by the Panteros. Sometimes you get chased by the cops. So like there was like one car that was completely on the other side of the fucking city. And every time I drove it back, I got knocked off the fucking bridge by the stupid ass cops. And it'd be like, God damn it. And then I get lost into the lake. And then I got to hoof it back. It was like annoying, but I was like, that's not the game's fault. It's my dumbass that can't play this game right. So, yeah. I love it. Right. Honestly, it's exactly what I was looking for.
The game is fun. The game is fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And you know what? Honestly, the flaws of the game are not pulling me out of enjoying the game. Like it's just one of those things. Like because like there's already been one major patch for the game and stuff like that. I haven't played it since that patch was applied yet, but there's been one major patch for the game, and like I'm just like what I'm going to enjoy the game. Like it was one of the games this year that I wanted to play. So like you're not gonna ruin my fun, guys. Like giving it like 4, 5s, and 6s. You're not gonna ruin my fun.
And honestly, I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for those people that they just can't they can't just enjoy shit.
Yeah. I mean, because
enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have. Like
you're right.
People are so obsessed with like Metacritic and review scores and like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Where it's like, I wonder if like people really actually can miss out on shit because you care about what other people think about something.
Yeah.
And that's not for me, that's not a way to live. That's not a way to live. It's just like, you're so obsessed with about what other people think that you don't care even about what you think personally.
Yeah.
You think about what what does the person feel about this? What does the person feel about that? It's like, take charge.
The other thing I'm hearing in all these critical reviews of this game is like the game is too woke. No, what the fuck it's not. If
actually,
anything,
it's not.
Anything, the game is a reflection of the time that we live in right now. I mean, shit. Like, you gotta be a piss poor person. Like, if you're not self aware of the shit that's going on around you. It's not even wokeness. Because I haven't seen anything that's politically correct in this game. I haven't seen anything that is like trying to like put a political agenda in it or anything like that. And stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't understand. It's woke. I think people are abusing the word woke because they don't.
Why? I think it's because like you got the idols who like to call out capitalism and and all that bullshit, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's kind of part of Saints Row because each gang always likes to call out certain aspects of our culture that they're rebelling against.
Yeah.
The only person I thought of that they could probably think it's too woke is Kev. Because he's openly bisexual and he talks about his boyfriends and his girlfriends in the past or whatever. And it's like, honestly, he's just having a conversation. Like he's not like slapping into people's faces like, hey, I'm bisexual. Like, you should care about that. Like, who cares?
Oh, whatever. Yeah, but then again, those are the same people who are always clutching their pearls about a gay agenda. The only gay agenda we want is just to live our lives. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Just fucking like he's just talking about like whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like he's just talking about like it'd be different if a guy was talking about his girl conquests, but a guy talk about his guy conquests, and it's like now it's a fucking problem.
Oh yeah, because then it goes in the other way because now it's anti-feminist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't with those people. I can't with those people. Like, fuck off.
All right. Well, Stoy, you're about to be really happy. You're about to be really happy, man.
Yeah. I can't wait. This is what I'm here for. This is what I came here for. This is what I showed up for.
That you swore I probably was not going to do in your lifetime. I am playing Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut.
I got through to Austin. I got through to Stephanie. I got through to you.
Wait. Is it because of you?
I don't know. I'm taking credit for it. I'm taking credit for it either way. I don't care what you think.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Give me something. I mean, I've been telling you guys for years. Just saying.
Yo, all I got to say is, man, is like, damn, what the hell took me so long? It's been 2 years since this game came out. You know, I'm playing the director's cut, so technically it's been a year since this game came out, and stuff like that. I did not think I was
and I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous of you because you're playing the pinnacle. You're playing the best version of the game that's out.
I'm not sure if I planned it that way or what. You know, like honestly,
if you did, well done.
When the game first, when the game first came out, you know, like I knew it was a game that I wanted to play. I just, for lack of a better word, I was in no hurry to play and stuff like that. Then a director's cut comes out of it. Then an expansion comes out, and then they're like, "We're gonna make a movie off of this game." And I was like, "Holy fuck! I really need to play this game and stuff like that." So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing this game, and okay. So first of all, I'm playing it in the cinematic mode. So I'm playing it with Japanese dialogue with subtitles.
Hell yeah!
I attempted Kurosawa mode, but Kurosawa mode kind of, it changed the aspect ratio a little bit, and it kind of pulled me out of it.
No, honestly, the game is so gorgeous that putting it in Kurosawa, like I appreciate, like I would go back to Kurosawa mode every now and then just to see kind of what it looked like or whatever. But the game is so graphically gorgeous and colorful and just beautiful that it's like putting in Kurosawa mode would almost be like a disservice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But God, like I mean, like the it's not every day I play a game where the opening like gets me. But seriously, like seeing the samurai like gather on the hill and stuff, you know, with the Mongols, you know, down there, you know, at the base,
at the beach,
and stuff like that, on the beach, yeah, and dude, like, okay, Koten Khan, oh my god, this dude's a G. I'm sorry, this dude's a G.
I think he's a real character. He's based off a real character.
Yeah. He's real in history because I remember hearing his name. Yeah,
because Genghis Khan fucked a lot of bitches.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm the great grandson of like, you know, of Genghis Khan. It's like, fuck off, man. There's like 18,000 of you.
Well, he said nephew of Kublai Khan and great grandson of Genghis. Yeah,
like whatever, man. There's like 80,000 of you.
You're right.
You ain't anything special.
Yeah. So man, like so basically, I'm still for the most part in the beginning parts of the game and stuff like that. But what I will say is that the game, it's freaking gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and I mean, like the story will grab you if you're especially if you take a minute to appreciate what's going on and what storytelling it is. And plus it's I'm not sure how historic it is, how true to history it is, but the fact that it is chronicling a type of history in our world that happened, you know, and stuff like that, you know, you have to respect that. Jen,
I think the only historical part of it is literally that obviously the Mongols evaded Tsushima.
Yeah. Everything else,
but I think like Jin Sakai is a fictional character. I think his quest's fictional. But I think some of the aspects, especially like the parts of the Japanese were actually helping the Mongols because it was like, well, if I can't fight my enemy, I might as well join them, kind of thing. Which, I mean, there's people like that in every war.
Oh yeah, so. For real. Yeah. That's what I meant. I didn't mean to say that it's historically chronicling like the whole thing because
maybe it was. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool, but you know, who knows? You know, then again, like that means Sony's got to give up royalties to somebody's family, or families.
Jin Sakai's like great grandson comes in like, listen,
and the descendants of Koten Khan.
I want a bunch of money up front. I want a house in the Bahamas.
Yeah, so here's my problem.
Who doesn't want a house in the Bahamas, though?
Yeah, right.
Here's my problem, though, with me playing this game, though.
With as many people as I've recommended this game to, Insomniac better fucking buy me a house in the Bahamas. Crying out loud.
This game is too open world, though, because I mean, like, I've literally had mission ADD playing this game. It got to a point where I was like, I need to stop bouncing around. I need to stick to one person's story. So I latched on to Lady Adachi's story, and I ran with it.
Are you talking about Tsushima?
Yes.
Homie, I had the worst ADD in that game ever.
Yeah, honestly, there's so much to do in that game. So I
would be on the way to a quest, see like a village that I can like attack. I'd attack that, go back on the main path, see like around. I would fucking be like 5 quests into like the world, then I would do the first of a character story. I'm like, god damn.
And I'm just gonna say it: the guiding winds are some bullshit because, like, the guiding winds, they might be taking you to where you want to go, but you never wind up there.
Nope. Nope. There's so many things along the way, you know. You see, you get like a notification, like there's a fox den nearby. It's like, I want to pet some foxes.
Yeah, I want to pet the foxes. I want to play my flute. I want to write a haiku. Oh, there's a hot spring.
So you get to see some Jinsekai booty there.
Get the fuck up some Mongols on the way and stuff. Yo, like the challenge thing. Oh my god, I love it.
What, the square when you square off against them?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that shit is so lit when you like the whole. Oh, I think that squaring off is so cool.
I think it's standoff, but let's call it what it is.
Standoff. Sorry.
Yeah. But and you know, like when you upgrade it and like you can fuck up his boy too.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You can like.
You get to a point like where you upgrade that skill enough that you could like take out 3 people with like 3 swipes.
Yeah,
3 slashes, like so.
Yeah. Well, right now I've got to where like it's 2 people, and it's funny too because like the game, the first time the game gives you a clue, and and after that you're on your own.
Yeah,
you just better know and stuff like that. The game is fun. The game is fun though. God, like I don't even know. And I'm capturing content too, so it's like, oh my god, I get lost so easily. It's like, man, like this, like my screen capture is bullshit right now because I get lost or I get off the path and all this stuff, and I'm doing all this random stuff. But the game is fun. But
that's why I got to give them credit because, like, you know, a lot of that stuff is like good, like it's good, meaningful side content. Like I don't mind being distracted if I know it's actually it's actually worth it in the end. Like if you know you're getting good skills or you're getting good story development, like. That woman's story is like fucking tragic, man, and it's you want to see her story to the end. You want to kind of like, I mean, you're helping her get revenge, and it's
is
like,
Lady is Lady Adachi the family friend and like her entire family?
Yes.
Her story is sad.
It's tragic, man.
Her story is dude.
I want vengeance for you too.
And it's like, and the crazy part is like every time you get a person that can give you some answers, like fucks that person up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Have you met the guy who gives you the bow?
Yeah, Ishikawa.
Have you done his story?
I have not finished his story, but all I know is, you know what?
I think he's one of the last stories you finished.
I personally like his story a lot.
Because I got to a point where after he found out that homegirl turned, you know, he was like, hey, I will deal with this. You go find Lady Adachi, so you can get more allies and stuff like that.
Andre, did you finish his story?
Yeah, I finished all the stories.
Dude, there was that one scene, and I'm gonna be as vague as possible, but there was that one scene where I don't usually get shocked, but I don't know if you know the scene that I'm talking about. I said, "Oh fuck!" like real loud. I was like, "Oh."
I've been having a few of those moments actually.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah.
Here's one thing I can say for sure though. Like it is fascinating seeing like Jin's transformation from a traditional samurai to basically a ronin. It is crazy because like man, like when Yuna was telling him, "Hey, like you gotta be just as dirty as these Mongols are and stuff like that." And so like when he first did that first stealth kill on that guy at that outpost, and man, you could tell like like his heart was dying.
One detail of the game that I really caught early, which was so cool, is the first stealth kill that you're talking about. Because when he kills him, he kind of like kills him, and then like it's like a sloppy kill, and he falls, and he's like, that was unhonorable. And then as you progressively upgrade it, it's just like, and he kills him, and like you see him almost get ruthless, and you're like, everyone's about to die, and it's like it is so cool to literally watch.
The first time I assassinated somebody off jumping off a building or a cliff, woo!
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You'll have two different kinds of people playing this game. You'll have the one person that'll be like, I'm going into every base and I'm slaughtering everybody samurai style.
That was me.
Fuck it. That was me. That was me. Fuck stealth.
No,
I don't give a shit.
I would stand off at the gate. I would win. I'd fuck everyone
up. I'm a sneaky bitch. I'm a sneaky bitch.
That's okay. That's okay. There's two types of people. There's the ones that square up on anybody that comes their way, and there's little babies like you, LeRon.
Oh, I'm not a baby.
Sneak around in bushes.
I'm not a baby because trust me, when I'm on
the
that
way
horse,
of the samurai, LeRon, you sneak.
When I'm on that horse. When I'm on that horse and I see that thing say standoff, I immediately jump off that horse and like get down to business.
I love it.
Did anyone else use their bow and arrow a lot more than the sword? Because I did.
Oh no! You know what? I've been using my bow and
arrow.
I've been using my bow and arrow a lot. Like especially because I got ambushed. I got ambushed on a. I got ambushed from a bridge, and I was like, oh hell no! Like y'all ain't gonna just be sitting here sniping my ass and think I'm not gonna.
Oh, I remember that bridge that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you use the longbow or the quick bow?
I don't have the longbow yet.
I used the longbow because that was kind of my way of stealth. Like, okay, I'm gonna take out dudes in towers.
Yeah.
You know, I want to take out those dudes, and yeah, that's when I kind of would that would be about as stealth as I go. Like, I'm gonna take out those dudes in towers, especially the ones that are near the the fire pyres. You know.
Yeah.
I don't want
Isn't
them
it crazy? Isn't it crazy how modern games learn so much from like Metal Gear Solid and Tenchu? Isn't it crazy?
Tenchu walked so this game could sprint.
Yes.
Easily.
Let us all give praise to Tenchu.
Yeah. I am way too early in this game, so I can't give it a super high score. But man, it's a solid 8.5 for me right now. Like as I get
my
deeper,
game of the year, the year it came out.
As I get deeper into the game, like because I got shit to do. Like I mean, like Last of Us is coming out this week and stuff like that, which we will mention that.
Didn't you tell me just the other day you got COVID, so you should probably stay home for work for a week?
You know what? Weird. He told me the same thing.
Yeah.
Weird.
Oh, come on.
All right. Well, but that's it.
They
that's
gotta
it for
believe
me.
you, right?
I mean, yeah. Right.
I mean, if you need anyone,
as long as my roommate's not snitching on me.
Yeah, right.
If you need anyone to vouch, you can just say, "Hey, my two friends, Andre and Stoy, said that I've COVID."
Yeah, right. One of them's almost a nurse too, so I believe him.
Yeah, there you go. All right, but yep, that's it for me. So Andre, what you got going on?
So last week, today actually, new season of Destiny 2 dropped. We had Wednesday, we had Thursday, and then the raid that everyone was super excited for came out. It was a huge thing. It was a reprised raid from D1, which I've never done. So,
are you happy now?
I mean, how can I wasn't exactly as excited as everyone else was because I didn't do it back in D1. So the nostalgic, holy shit feeling wasn't there for me. But people in my Discord and clan were like, ah, and I was like, hey man, I'm happy for you, but I just am not there, so I don't know what it's like. So as I was saying earlier, yesterday, me and some boys did it, and I can see why they were excited. It was cool, it was fun. But again, at the end of the day, I just think it's cool, it's exciting, but if you've done it in the first game, that really, really, really nostalgic feeling.
It's immense why you want to do it.
Yeah, and then it's cool for me, but it was as we talked about prior, it was going down memory lane for a lot of people. Yeah. And I couldn't go there, and that's completely fine. I still enjoyed it. I still had fun. We didn't get the raid done because it was I think 3 of us were learning it for the first time, so it just took a long time. We couldn't get past certain things. So me and Corey are gonna try and get together a group for Friday. We're gonna try and do that. There's actually
I am so close to actually buying this game.
It's free to play.
Don't buy it. Yeah, it's free to play.
Well, no, it's well. I mean, you got to pay for the seasons though, right?
Yeah, but it's every season pass. It's $10, right? So but like you can play for free without this season's pass. So
Yeah.
and last week at the Destiny showcase thing, the main guy of Destiny did say right now is like the perfect time for people to get into the game because it's just growing so much. But
Yeah, that's weird because I think I remember like I talked to Corey about this like a year ago, and when Destiny 2 was doing a lot of purging of story content, you know, he said he was kind of frustrated because he's like, now's not a good time to get into this game because of all that. Like, it just seems like
yeah,
they're diluting the story just for gameplay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword because they're making room for new content, but then they're killing old content. So say if like you guys got into it and you guys see a character and you're like, well, who's that character? And I'm like, you had to be here like 4 expansions ago because now you guys don't know who the hell he is, and I'm sitting here with my trying to go through my whole book of lore and all that jazz. So I can see how, but they did announce at the showcase last week they are stopping that moving forward.
Okay.
And
they're gonna stop like killing old content basically.
Yeah, because I think they just heard from everyone that like it's not healthy if new people come into the game and they're like, well, we don't know like 3/4 of this story. Like we can go and play and it's fun, but we just don't have the same almost experience as some people, and that including me.
So let me ask you a question because like I've got because last week when we were on doing the Boss Rush podcast, like Corey was talking about it, and literally right there I basically like added it to my library and downloaded it.
Yeah.
So all right, so it's the base game.
Yeah.
On the Epic Game Store right now. What do I do? Okay, so explain Lightfall.
I was going to say, is this going to be like a Destiny for beginners segment of the podcast? Sounds like it.
Lightfall. See, that's the thing is no one knows what Lightfall is.
It hasn't started yet? Oh, no. Yeah, it's on pre-order. Okay.
Lightfall starts in February.
All right, so the Legacy Collection. What is? You know what? We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. We don't want to turn this into an episode of Tower Casuals because I'm not qualified for that.
Actually, that would be kind of an interesting conversation to have. Like if like Tower Casuals like had like, you know, kind of like someone like you, LeRon, to just be like, hey, explain fucking Destiny to me. You know, like how I can get into it now at this point.
You know what? That would be a very interesting podcast. I'd enjoy that.
Andre, you know, I would too. Because Andre, let's ask Corey and Josh if we can be on the show Thursday. If they say yes, I don't mind doing an extra day of podcasting just for that.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Let's call it try and convince someone who's never played Destiny to play Destiny in the length of a.
It's not gonna be that hard because I mean I play Monster Hunter, so it's not gonna be that hard to convince me.
It could be kind of similar, yeah.
What's gonna have to sway me though is if it's worth the monetary investment.
I
wouldn't be spending like $50-$60 on a bunch of expansion pass content. Like I would probably just pay as you go.
Of course, right? Of course.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but anyway, anything else you doing, Andre?
Destiny 2, photography stuff. No, that's pretty much it. That was basically my whole weekend was just photography stuff and some Destiny 2. That's all she wrote.
All right, great. Well, we'd love to hear from you guys out there. Let us know what you guys have been playing this past week in gaming and stuff like that. Give us some ideas. Let us know what our next big game is that we're going to play. And we're going to go ahead and move on into the next topic, which is our new and notable games coming out for the week of the 29th of August to the 2nd of September. Andre, you want to take this away?
Sir.
All right.
There's a lot of games like holy
today August the 30th is wow. Like I mean,
it's a big day, bro.
It's a big day, and if you go to our actual article on bossrush.net, like actually that list is a lot bigger.
Wow, holy shit. Okay,
this is just a streamlined version of what's going on.
So this is August 29th, 30th, 31st, and then September 1st and 2nd. So August 29th, we have one game, Gunfire Reborn, Visitors of Spirit Realm expansion.
Yeah. Read the description. Read the description.
It's okay. Okay. It's a shooter with cute animals.
Aww.
PC.
Stoy knows what game that is.
Yep.
we talked about it at the Xbox Bethesda showcase.
Yep.
With PC. Okay. That's the only game for August 29th. Today, though, we got 9 fucking games. Okay? Let me say it again. We got 9 bangers coming in hot. So the first one, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. I'm not even gonna explain that to anyone, okay? Because that's pretty much self-explanatory.
Bro, I was trying to explain it to high school kids today. I was like,
God.
I'm so excited. I'm getting like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the collection, and they were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "They're taking all the old school games and putting into one game." Like, oh, you mean like the one for the Xbox 360? I'm like, you can get the fuck out of here with this shit.
And
All you are cut.
Yeah. Instant elbow drop.
Yep.
Every single one of your asses is riding the bench next week.
Yeah.
No one's playing next week.
No one. We are gonna forfeit every game moving forward.
Yeah.
That's coming out
That's
for the
dirty.
That's coming out for the PlayStation family, the Xbox family, and the PC. Number 2, Inscription. Sorry, I was gonna butcher the hell to that one. Indie game for the PlayStation family. Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. That could go so many ways.
Most likely it will.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We got it for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, also on the PC. Number 4, Stoy, F1 Manager 2022. It's a simulation.
I'm really debating whether I want to get this because if you follow F1 and if you're a Ferrari fan, you know everybody. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So you could be like, anybody could be a better fuck. So this is probably like a Ferrari recruitment tool.
Yeah. It should be called F1 Manager underneath Ferrari Manager.
Yeah.
The PlayStation family, Xbox family, and the PC. Number 5, we got Pruni Presents NIS Classics Volume 3 RPG, only for the PC. Number 6, we got Tiny Kin action game, PlayStation family, Xbox family, and the PC as well. Number 7.
Tiny Kin, I'm hearing nothing but good stuff about that game.
Really?
Yeah, basically it's like the Pikmin game that Pikmin 3 should be. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's honestly the graphics on that look like a straight up cartoon. It actually looks pretty impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a look. Oh, did I just close? Oh,
check it a look.
I fucked up. I closed the dock by accident.
No, look at you.
And
Fall Guys Season 2. You have it written down here as a simulation, man. What
I do?
What qualifies this as a
not,
simulation?
That's not right. That's not right.
What qualifies this as a simulation, LeRon?
That's not right. Look. Sometimes I'm just in a hurry to get this stuff done.
I get it. I mean, it's easy to confuse Fall Guys, which is basically a
battle
Lemmings
royale
clone. Yeah,
a battle royale game. Yeah,
but you guys remember the old Lemmings, right?
I remember that.
That's what kind of reminds me of. It's just like basically you're controlling a bunch of idiot characters that are gonna fall, and it's like you got to, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But season 2 of Fall Guys, that comes out for every system that we talk about here on this show. So PlayStation, PC, and Xbox.
Number 8, we got Aliens Fireteam Elite, the Pathogen expansion, co-op shooter. Like LeRon said, every system we talk about.
David Lasby is tucking himself to bed at night.
David straight up called me out last week in the chat. He's like, LeRon, when are we playing this game?
Yeah. Man, you're gonna have fun with this game. Like honestly, Aliens Fireteam Elite is a good game. Like it's a solid game. I've had a lot of like really good co-op time with that with a few buddies. So yeah.
And apparently,
Let me tell you about David Lasby with Alien Fireteam Elite. That man knows every single detail about that game. This is the guy.
Then I need
to
play with him.
This is the guy that you want to have as your fire team leader, because I think him and Eddie played together, and like David's like, okay, I want you guys to set up turrets here, here, and here. And Stoy, what I want you to do is I want you to post up behind this box over here. Eddie, I want you to post up the box over there, because what this is aliens are gonna kind of like funnel down this poly right here. If we post up here and your turrets are gonna do the trick, we'll be done with this in no time. I'm like laughing at him. I'm laughing at him. I'm like,
he's like fucking Hicks and Aliens.
No, honestly, yeah. I'm laughing at him like, this guy, what does he know? And like literally no damage whatsoever.
Speaking of
yeah, I was like, that's fucking
Eddie,
impressive. Like we actually.
Oh my god!
Speaking of Eddie, he's in the stream chat right now, so say hello.
Yeah, Eddie, you remember that day? You remember that day?
He's like, preach, Stoy. That's the truth.
Yeah.
It's always like an incredible moment when you're playing with a friend who just like knows the game inside out. And perfect example, Stoy, you're probably like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And then you do it, and then you do it, and it works like that, and you're like, yo, hold on, what's happening?
Yeah, that was literally how it happened, because I'm like, wow, this guy is very specific. Like, what is this about? And sure enough, yeah, I mean, we were fucking nailing it. And then he was like, what'd you guys think? What'd you guys think, huh? And I was like, I want you as my fire team leader, like, for everything.
That's funny. That's so good.
Closing out August 30th. For anyone that cares about this game.
Yeah, for anyone. 42. I didn't even know this game was still operational. Battlefield 2042 Season 2. Every system we talk about. August 31st, Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis MMO RPG. Why? Why is this for the PlayStation 4? Fuck off, go die. Number 2.
I mean, technically it can be played in PS5, right?
I mean, I guess, yeah, but
technically,
I mean, sure, but
yeah,
All right,
does Sony know they have a PlayStation 5? Did they know that?
Yeah.
Oh, of course they do, because we're about to talk about it in a moment.
Yep.
Yeah, no kidding. Number 2, World War II Rebuilder. Simulation.
Where did you get this one?
This is all on the website you recommended I start getting our new and notable games from.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there it is. Wow, I totally missed this one. Because I'm looking at Train Life, a railway simulator, and I was like, oh, that one, let's fucking go.
So he's gonna leave the construction work and go be a train operator.
And be a train conductor.
Hey man, let me tell you, I was a house flipper one week. I was a power washer the other week. I was doing road maintenance another week.
You had your
now I'm doing World War II rebuilding.
Yeah. So if you become a train operator, can you come into the pod with a train conductor hat, please?
Absolutely.
Yes, thank God.
That's the only way to do it.
Perfect. First 4 games of September 1st. JoJo's. Okay, can we just pause for a second? How crazy is it that it's September or 4 months and it's fucking December? Like, where did this year? Sorry, go on.
I'm just happy that it's still kind of decent out. It doesn't feel like it feels like it's a late summer. Like I'm kind of happy for that.
This year has been running though. Like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I swear, like it's like you blinked and you missed it, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. I thought about this in bed last night because I was kind of just like going through some notes, and I'm like, September, October. I'm like, how the fuck is it 4 months into December? I'm like, that's crazy to me. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Sorry, tangent. Where was I?
JoJo's
Bizarre Adventure. Thank you. All-Star Battle R, fighting game for the PC. That's odd. Food Truck Tycoon for the Xbox family, simulation game. Medieval Apocalypse, survival game for the PC. Conan Exiles Update 3.0, Age of Sorcery, MMO RPG for every console we talk about. September 2nd, the big one, The Last of Us Part 1.
Let's fucking go.
I'm not even gonna just like describe the game.
I haven't even pre-ordered this bitch, and I know I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
I said it before. If you haven't played this game,
you know what? Maybe I'll just wait for the PC version. Maybe I'll do that.
If you haven't played this game, wait and get this version. It's gonna be way better. Lego Brawls, the second game, Action, every console we talk about, and the last game, Made in Abyss, Binary Star Falling into Darkness. Holy words.
That's a mouthful.
That is holy shit. The PlayStation family. Sorry, the PS4 and PC. Sorry.
Might as well be the PlayStation family.
Might as well be the PlayStation family. Which of these week's new releases are you planning to grab first? Honestly, Last of Us Part 1 might be up there.
I know some people already got the Cowabunga collection. That's no fair because it came out first.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of ran out of time. I wanted to pick it up today, but I'll just pick it up tomorrow. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, for me, like if I don't get The Last of Us when it comes out on the 2nd for PlayStation, that means I'm just waiting for PC. Besides, I got games I'm playing right now. I got Saints Row and Ghost of Tsushima to get through. And Stoy will probably murder me if I stop playing Ghost of Tsushima just to start playing The Last of Us. Which is a game I've technically already played.
Hold on. Pause a second. I will also kill you. Just so we're clear.
Stoy will only give me the only game Stoy will give me a pass on to stop playing Ghost of Tsushima is Mass Effect. That's the only one, and even then he'll be like, "Bitch, why could you?"
Yeah, I'm like, listen. I'm still gonna question your judgment, but I understand at the same time.
or Silent Hill.
Right?
I'll give you a pass on that one. I'll give you a pass. There's a few genres I'll give you a pass on, but yeah. I
mean,
I'm still that idiot every time Konami announces like, "Hey, we got some new games in the pipeline," and I'm that idiot that's like,
"Is it Silent Hill?
Is it Silent Hill?" Such a fucking clown. I'm that meme that literally, you know that meme where it's like the guy that's putting like clown makeup on his face.
You're that guy.
Me. That's
You're
me.
that guy.
I'm that guy. I'm just
you
like,
got that
oh
real,
boy,
you got that really
good.
You got that really good foundation.
Yep. I got it at the ready. Tokyo Game Show. Konami's gonna be there. Oh boy, I wonder if it's gonna be Silent Hill news.
Oh, Ed, I'm sorry, you just missed it. We spent like a good 25 minutes talking about Saints Row earlier in the show tonight. You just missed it,
bro. Where you at?
Yeah.
Especially since I made a reference to Eddie being Eli.
So there it is. All eyes are on Sony right now as Naughty Dog's much talked about Last of Us Part 1 remake hits shelves and digital storefronts on PlayStation 5. MMORPG fans, you've got a lot to rejoice about, especially given that the classic Phantasy Star Online franchise is making a very late arrival on PlayStation. And get ready to kick some fucking shell because Turtle Power is still going strong. Like, man, this has been the summer for the Ninja Turtles, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good year if you're an old school Ninja Turtles fan.
It's a good year to be a turtle, I'm telling you.
Yep, as always, a complete list of the upcoming games for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox can be found over on our website, bossrush.net. So enjoy that, and remember to hit up bossrush.net every week to get all the info on the week's gaming releases. P.S. All release dates are subject to change. So
if they change, don't come in here and be like, well, you guys said they were coming out this day. All right, Timmy, fucking looking at you, okay?
Yeah, gamer bro.
Cool
gamer dude.
Go get a life.
Go touch grass.
I'm a gamer.
Keep playing your damn Destiny 2. There you go.
Okay, dude.
Bro, now you're being too specific there.
I was like, oh man, I'm right here.
Calm down.
Wait,
man.
Just wait until we're done.
You know Corey is our overlord, right?
You know Corey will come in the chat like, hey guys,
he's gonna come down from the mountain like playing like ethereal angelic music in the background, like LeRon
with his staff and his stone tablet.
Yep.
Okay, guys, let's go ahead and move on. We've got some PlayStation news to start things out with because, like I said earlier in the show, this episode of Crossroads might as well be called "Everybody Hates PlayStation." So let's just get right into this, guys. All right, Sony is raising the price of the PS5 in certain regions. You heard that right, certain regions, not everywhere, just certain regions. So down on the PlayStation blog, poor Jim Ryan. I feel like
there's always got to be a scapegoat.
I feel like Sony corporate is just setting this man up at this point. But
I feel like how they picked all these is they were at Sony HQ, they were just taking shots and they were spinning each other and they're like, throw a dart in the board, and they're like, fuck it, yeah, that place, let's raise it up. I think that's how it went down.
Here's my thing. Just like I feel like Jim Ryan is basically what Jack Tretton was during the PS3 era at this point. All they do is just set this guy up to like deliver the worst news, and he's the one that catches all the flack.
Jack Tretton was the guy that came on to do that. Remember after the PS3 hack?
Yes.
He was the guy that came on stage. He was like, so
I remember that. I remember that. You know, it's like, you know,
he handled it like a boss, though. He handled it like a fucking boss.
He
was like, I gotta address the elephant in the room. We fucked up. Here's some free games. We'll do better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I feel because, like, here's the news first. Sony's announced is increasing the price of the PS5 consoles in territories like Europe, the United Kingdom, Japan, China, and Canada. But these price increases are not hitting the United States. Over on the PlayStation blog, Jim Ryan informed
those poor Canadians.
Yeah. Jim Ryan informed the masses that the move is due to high global inflation rates, which is true. Actually, everything has gone up. Have you guys went and tried to buy a head of lettuce lately at the grocery store?
Dude, homie, buying groceries is like a battle these days.
Yeah,
it's fucked. Yeah. It's just like, and I like my fiance will go do grocery shopping, and she'll send me like a picture of like the yogurt aisle, and it's empty, and I'm like, how the fuck is it empty?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is kind of wild.
Crazy.
Yeah, so not only have we got the inflation rates, we've also got the adverse currency trends. You know, everybody's like denoted currency is not does not have the same value as it did like 6 months ago. Let's just put it that way. Mm-hmm. You've also got all sorts of impacts on consumers and pressure throughout the various industries. And based on these challenging economic conditions, Sony Interactive Entertainment has made the difficult decision to increase the recommended retail price. Here's the breakdown of what we're looking at here. Over in Europe, the disc drive PlayStation is now €549.99, which is a 10% increase, up €50. The digital edition, you know, I'm not even gonna talk about digital edition. You know,
I swear that thing doesn't even exist. I've never seen one ever. I don't know anybody that has one.
I know one person. I know one person that has one. I know one person that has one, and he regrets having it.
Okay.
All right. Over in the UK,
because like you can't play all your PS4 games that are sitting on your shelf. Useless.
Yep. Over in the UK, the PS5 is £479.99, which is a £30 increase, which puts it up 6.7% from its original MSRP. Over in Japan, and the price hike for the PS5 doesn't go up until September the 15th. The PS5 system will hit 60,478 yen, including tax, which is up 10% from what it was.
So that's 5,000 more yen.
Yeah, 5,000 more yen. Thank you.
I mean, that's a lot of yen, but like it's not like.
But yeah,
pesos is kind of the same. Where I think it's like 2,000 is like $20 or something.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's the easy conversion.
Okay.
Yeah. Over in China, the PS5 will be going for 4,299 won, which is up 10.3%. So plus 400 won from what it is right now. Mm-hmm. Australia going up an extra 50 Australian dollars. So it jumps up to 799.95, which is a 6.7% increase. Mexico, it's up 1,000. So in Mexico right now, it's going to cost you 14,999. Which is a 7.1% increase. That's a wild number, but you know, the currency exchange is wild. And over in Canada, it's up 20 Canadian dollars. So the PS5 will cost you net $649.99, which is up 3.2%. Now, the reason why I put the percentages out there is because like I've seen this crazy ass narrative all week about how like it's super expensive, and let's be real here. A 10% increase on anything is not expensive.
No, I think when you put things into percentages, it kind of it freaks people out a little bit more than when you actually look at the monetary increase. Like right. It's just I don't know. I really think it's kind of like marketing, like a marketing bullshit, like political scheme. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Like because to me it stings, but like none of this is bad. Like it's just like.
It's not. Yeah, I mean,
it's a modest increase.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm gonna put in perspective. Do you want to spend the money on a PlayStation, 5, or do you want to spend money on an ultra gaming rig PC? Because guess what? The amount of money I've sank into my PC is worth 4 PlayStation 5s.
That's true. That's true.
Easily.
Yeah.
And for my Canadian people, I have a good friend who works at GameStop, and if you're Canadian, you know that. He thinks when this happens, they will eventually hike up the price of games, controllers, and if you are Canadian, you know that a PS5 controller is like 89, almost like $95, and the Galaxy ones are like $95. So he's thinking that the Galaxy controllers could be like, if they increase the price, could be like $100 for a fucking controller. And I mean, like, again, it doesn't seem crazy, but if you get
I mean, there is sticker shock in it, but when you when you break it down, it's
exactly.
It's because like I can tell you some things that have increased dramatically, thanks to the economy. The price of used cars have increased dramatically.
They're dropping, thankfully.
Yeah, they are dropping, but man,
because people are there's too many repos right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I was actually reading about that because like repos have increased by 20%.
Yeah,
because people are like car dealers are fucking like handing out loans to anybody. They don't give a shit.
I know, it's so predatory. It really is, stuff like that, I'm not trying to make light of, because like I'm that person that if I spend more than $250, if something costs more than $250, I have to stop and think about, am I making the right purchase right now? Because sometimes you got money you can fuck up, and then other times you got money you literally have to sit there and think, is this going to be the right purchase at this time and stuff like that. So I'm not making light of the people who are like, this is a little bit much, but also that's why I put the percentages out there. Like you put it in perspective, it doesn't make it seem as crazy as it is. And like I said earlier, the fact that like everybody's saying Jim Ryan is like the worst thing that's happened to PlayStation. That's not true.
No, that's not true
at
Fuck
all.
Off.
That's not true at all.
Good
Like
Lord.
you guys are so quick to like pick on something without understanding how things go, because like you don't run. Well, Jim Ryan technically doesn't run a big. He is the CEO. He's the CEO of place of. I'm not. I don't give me a line. He's the CEO of something at PlayStation, but he is not the person that turns around and says we're going to raise the prices of the PS5. He's not the person that turns around and says we're going to raise the prices of all the peripherals and stuff like that. Yeah, because guess what? Sony and PlayStation is a Japanese owned business. Like they are the ones that control everything. So Japan is around saying, hey, the economy is so fucked right now that we have to look at all these markets, and there's a reason. Okay, and I'm cutting myself.
Waiting.
I'm cutting myself
built
off here.
up in him, and he's like,
yeah, this really is.
Well, we were kind of talking about this all week, though. I was like, man, like this is some bullshit, But I'm cutting myself off to say this particularly. The reason why the PlayStation has not gone up in the United States is because the United States dollar is the only bit of currency right now in the world market right now that's actually keeping some of its value. It's not keeping all of its value. But it's keeping the majority of it.
I actually saw a meme the other day where actually the value of the dollar surpassed the euro.
Yeah,
and it was like a meme that said, "Okay, Europe, it's called soccer." Where it's like, fuck you now. We're the kings. It's soccer, not football.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's the only reason why. Also, right now, like the competition is kind of neck and neck between PlayStation and Xbox Series X right now in the United States. So right now, like increasing the price, if the dollar was fluctuating like really really rapidly, Sony may raise the price, but at detriment of losing out in the console war and stuff like that. And by the way, it's really nice that Microsoft and Sony Microsoft and Nintendo were like, we're not raising our prices. Technically, Nintendo, y'all just threw out.
I think out of all the systems, I think PlayStation 5 is the only one. Oh no, they just recently announced that they're making it at cost now, right? Like they're not actually losing money on the system.
Yeah, well, no, the disc only version.
The disc only version, yeah.
The disc only version is being made at cost. Like they're still losing some money on the actual on the $500 big boy and stuff like that. But I mean it's nice that Microsoft and Nintendo can actually sit and say, hey, we're not going to do this because Microsoft has Microsoft money. They take a loss on all their damn systems. Let's look at it that way.
Well,
Nintendo.
I don't think they take a loss on the Series systems. I don't think so.
I think they're still losing out in the Series X. I could be wrong.
Really?
I could be wrong. But the Series S is making all their money back.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's like
which is also always crazy because every time I walk into any given store, whether there's Target, Walmart, Best Buy, whatnot, there's always Series S's on the floor. I've only seen one Series X, and it pisses me off because I should have bought that damn Series X when I saw it.
I mean, as of 2021, they did say that the Microsoft sells all their consoles at a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was in 2021. So I don't know if they've surpassed it at this point.
If it's trended out or whatnot. All right.
Yeah.
So Jim Ryan adds, while the price increase is a necessity given the current global economic environment and its impact is on Sony SIE's business, our top priority continues to be improving the PS5 supply situation so as many players as possible can experience everything the PS5 has to offer and what's still to come. I'm gonna just put this out there to the people who are listening right now. Like, if I sound like I'm just being like a simp or a cheerleader, I can say it now because we're on Twitch. I can say that now.
Yeah.
Simp.
Soup.
If it sounds like that, it is far from the truth because like Jim Ryan doesn't pay me $1 to say anything. What I will say is that like as gamers, we have this problem to where like we always seem to think that the problem is what stares us in the face when that's not even it, stuff like that. I'm not going to go into this woke ass political rant about why our economy is the way it is because you guys won't like me tonight. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut and I'm going to ask you the first question. How do you feel about the regional price increase for the PlayStation 5?
Let me remind everybody, video games are a business. Selling video games is a business. Making video games is a business. Sony needs to make a profit. Or they at least make it worth their while. Sony is a business. They're here to make money. Video games make them money. PlayStation 5s make them money.
You want to know another asinine thing I saw on the internet? People blame Sony for why next gen games went to $70. That's not true.
No,
that's not true at all.
I mean, honestly, they're doing it more than Microsoft is, but still.
Well, yeah, because Microsoft has smart delivery and all this stuff, and all these.
You can't blame one person, on that.
Yeah,
and it's not like every game that's coming out is like $70. I imagine that has a lot to do with the developers, the development houses and the publishing offices to say like, well, we need to kind of make a return on this. So,
yeah, Ed just Naughty Dog. The series. Stop that. The Series X is still losing
for a remake.
Yeah, the Series X is still losing money for Microsoft, but the Series S is making money. So they're making of course they're making a return on investment. It's $200 cheaper than the flagship.
Yeah.
It's $200 cheaper than the flagship, but it's playing the games that the flagship plays. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, I legit thought you were gonna still keep going. I'm like, I can see her listening to the guy all night.
No. There's one other thing I want to add too. Like,
I think LeRon's become self-aware that when he goes in these LeRon rants, there's nothing stopping this.
Can we call them LeRants?
LeRants?
Can we call them LeRants?
That's our clip for the week.
LeRon, if you do that, yeah, clip this. I was gonna say clip this.
Can we call those things LeRants?
Yes.
LeRants.
Yep.
Hiroka Todeki, the chief financial officer at Sony, had this to say about a potential price increase for the PS5. At this point in time, there's nothing specific I can share with you about the prices.
I can just see it now. Someone's probably gonna watch this and be like, oh, well, this guy's just saying this because he has a fucking PS5 right behind him. So this guy sucks.
You mean that thing right there?
Yeah, I can see someone being like, this guy, he has one, so what? He can't.
That thing right there? Shit. Trust me, I busted my ass to get one. Shit.
No, I know, but in today's society, people don't take the time to think ahead, and they just see an issue like, oh, well, that guy has one. I honestly, now that I see this, and to backpack off Stoy, games are a
It's a business.
business. Thank you. Yeah,
Business.
and the world as we know it changes every fucking day. You either stay where you are and bitch and suffer, or you just change with the world. Sony is adapting to the change the world is going through. We can either A, bitch about it, or
No.
B, we can just be like, you know what? That
You know
sucks.
what? This issue is going to be just as big and crazy as when gas was like $4.23 a gallon.
Eventually,
Yeah.
things go up, things go down. Like gas prices are falling. Eventually, PlayStation 5 will drop the price.
I will
of this
admit, this
temporary inflation, and whatever. Move on.
I will admit though, this is the
These
first
people
time.
are gonna buy a system anyway. Like these people that are complaining are like, well, if they see a PlayStation 5, they're gonna buy it anyway. Like whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. So don't come at
I will
LeRon.
say you want me to say it again? You're gonna
Don't
buy
bring
it
the smoke.
anyway. It doesn't matter. They would have put it up to $600, and you would have bought that shit anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
you are gonna sit here.
That's how Sony knows.
Bitch and complain, and then you're gonna go to your local game store and be like, "Yeah, I want to fucking buy it." It's
about time.
stupid. Yeah,
I guarantee you, like, right, if I was still working in GameStop, I guarantee you, like, I would probably have like 30 calls a day. Hey, do you have PS5 in stock?
Yep.
Yeah, and if wherever you are, if it has gone up in price, then just prioritize what games you want. Don't fucking buy every goddamn game you can find. Just buy one game.
Wait, didn't we talk about all those flash sales and all that stuff last week when we were talking about how people were pissed off and suing Sony in the UK about the prices of the digital marketplace and stuff like that?
Well, because the price of the digital games were the same as the physical games. That's been a problem for years.
But I'm speaking more like, say for example, you want to get Ghost of Tsushima, you want to get Call of Duty, and you want to get Horizon Zero West. Fucking pick one, play it till you can't even stand it, sell it, then get the other ones.
Here's the best fucking piece of advice I can give you guys. I am cursing a lot for this topic, but here's the best piece of advice I can give you guys. Get your PlayStation, buy your damn year of PlayStation Plus, and guess what? You got your value.
You got Ghost of Tsushima out of that.
Or that. Pay $60 and you have like an entire plethora of games.
And guess what, guys? I got this game, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, for free because I'm subscribed to PlayStation Plus, and I'm gonna go out and buy the damn copy of the game because guess what? These guys need my money.
Yes,
these guys need my money.
Give them all of your money.
All right. And to answer, and Ed answered the question. He said, "I think people feel it's unfair because of the shortages." I'll
agree with him on that.
That's true.
I'll agree with him on that.
Yeah, our thoughts are one on that one.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the damning question right here. Should the U.S. market have also received a price increase to maintain "quote unquote" fairness?
No.
Okay. So my question is, how much is it there for you guys?
It's $500. It's $500 before tax. So $499.99 for the version, $399.99 for the discless version. I almost said that word wrong.
What do you mean? What word?
You know what I mean. You know
what word?
What
word?
I had to enunciate it that time. Diskless.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Stoy's like, just say it.
Just say it. I just want to
say it so we can clip it.
You want me to say it? Oh, me to say it? He almost said dickless. The dickless version. That's what he almost said. For those out there that had no idea.
All right, so any final thoughts on this?
Listen, like I said, it's just the way the market is, I mean, if you're paying attention to kind of like how things are, there's rising demand, short supply, and we have to accommodate. Businesses have to accommodate. This has obviously been a huge problem with Sony over the last couple of years and keeping up with demand. And obviously parts are expensive. parts are becoming harder to come by. It's just a product of the market. And, to think that, you're going to live in a society where like everything is going to be exactly level, even keel, moving along like no big deal. Like you're putting yourself in a bubble. So,
Okay.
to put a serious tone on this, it's like it's kind of the way the market is right now. Like we're in kind of a recession. I don't think it's really official. We're in kind of a recession where like a lot of things are going up, interest rates are going up. It's just kind of the way the market handles it, and eventually it'll go down. At some point, obviously, whatever.
It'll go back. It'll go back to what it is. As a matter of fact, I have a funny feeling. That it will stay these prices for a while, and then it will have its first price drop. And when I say its first price drop, I mean it drops. It'll have its first drop below MSRP.
And the only way that's going to happen is that I know there's a rumor that PS5 is working on a slim model.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden like we see the price drop of this by almost $100, along with the slim model that comes out. Which I really think make sure your original stock is up to date and available versus throwing up a slim model, unless you can really find a way to make it extremely cheaper.
I just did some math real quickly. All right, so if the PlayStation, if the PS5 in the United States goes up by 20%, it puts it at.
Here you go, using percentages.
It puts it at $599.99. If it goes up 20%, if it goes up 15%, it puts it at $574.99. If it goes up 10%, it puts it at $549.99. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit. Okay, so it went up 3.2% in Canada, right? This would be the last.
Oh boy,
plus 3.2%.
Welcome to math with LeRon.
We are looking.
LeRon,
we are looking. Huh? That didn't do what it's supposed to do.
Bro, you know how to math?
LeRon, you look like that old math teacher that's like half blind from the classroom.
I'm done.
He's got a calculator that prints out receipt paper.
15%.
He's like, what does this say?
That's not it.
All right.
Anyway,
so if we match our buddies in Canada and goes up by 3.2%, it's $515.99. So that just so you know, things like that. Let's move on. Let's move on before I lose my voice screaming at people.
You're screaming at a computer screen right now.
All right, so in our next bit of news, there's a leak going on from Xbox Game Pass that's suggesting a brand new subscription tier. So yeah, there we go. A new leak has confirmed that Xbox Game Pass is about to get an additional subscription tier in the near future. At this point in time, Microsoft has already started testing a family plan option for Game Pass in select regions around the globe, and by those select regions, I'm talking about Colombia and Colombia. Yeah, it's two places. Colombia and Ireland. There we go. Colombia and Ireland. So yeah.
You got Phil Spencer sitting in his desk chair, like throwing darts at a world map. Colombia,
throwing darts at a world map.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Shit, China. We can't do that.
All right. So an insider under the Twitter handle at a Lumia_Italia, who is also an insider that has shared many Xbox groups in the past, shared a new image that was seemingly found via the Xbox backend. Although further details weren't shared about the subscription plan for Game Pass, it will seemingly allow users to pay a higher monthly cost. Remember, I said something about that recently. A higher monthly cost, while also extending the benefits of Game Pass Ultimate to other users. We're gonna play a little bit of speculation on that in a moment. The most interesting thing about this new Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family logo that we just shared a link to that in the stream chat is that it suggests that Microsoft could be planning to roll out the subscription tier relatively soon. For now, this membership is going through a trial phase in the two places I told you about. But Microsoft could also be in the process of rolling it out to all of the regions around the globe before 2022 comes to a close, if these tests pan out as intended.
They're timing this with Christmas, man.
Yeah, true.
It's perfect. They're timing this with Christmas. All of a sudden, you're going to start to see Series S's and Series X's in the stores. Bro, Microsoft is going to kill it this Christmas.
So let's play a little game here. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is what, $15 right now?
Ultimate, yeah, it's 15.
Okay. Family plan. How high do you think it'll go? Are we talking like a jump?
$17.99.
Oh, so you don't think it would be a jump like Nintendo Switch Online?
Family
did?
plan would be, I'm thinking like, I mean, I don't know. $5 is almost like a little bit too much. I could see them going $17.99 and having 3 households.
17
three people.
I like that. I like that thinking because $17.99 actually matches PlayStation Plus Ultimate. I'm sorry, Premium Ultimate Premium. I'm getting my platforms mixed up. Yeah, but $17.99 matches PlayStation Plus Premium, but it also makes it to where more people can take advantage of it.
Yeah. Like I said, because I know I think a lot of like Spotify did this where they have like a subscription plan where it was like $18 for like a family plan, I think up to 5 people. But I mean that's music, so video games can be a little bit different. But I could see them going to $17.99. You know, I don't know. I just think that's a magic number. Microsoft, you can hire me.
Andre, you have any thoughts? Do you have any idea? Do you have any thoughts on what they might increase the price to?
I'm trying to think of what.
Get this Nintendo guy out of the chat. What are you talking about? Get this Nintendo guy out of the chat. What is Nintendo is one payment per year?
Honestly,
Nintendo does it best. Honestly, I'll admit that one.
I want to shoot for like $20 Canadian.
I
want to shoot for like $20 Canadian. And that would give you everything plus more. Because I think for like most normal higher tier things like Spotify, Netflix, everything is kind of like the $20 range, like $17 to $20. It depends on the platform.
I just had a random nightmare in my head.
Uh-oh.
What if all of a sudden they give us they change our subscription to have ads?
Oh my god!
Like if you want the ad-free version of Game Pass,
wasn't that coming? Wasn't that coming though? I mean, I feel like
no.
No,
I don't know how you could incorporate that. But Netflix fucking did that. I think Netflix did that where they were like, well, we're just gonna start throwing ads everywhere. But like
Netflix has a low tier. Yeah.
But if you want to increase your subscription, like, no ads.
I don't know if this is for you guys as well, but apparently Disney Plus is doing that where they're going to introduce like another tier and it's like a no ad tier. And I assume the bottom tier is going to have ads. And I'm like, look, the minute you do that, I'm fucking out. I'm not gonna.
I'm already paying for like the best tier of Disney Plus, and you're telling me you're about to add one that's above what I'm paying for?
Yeah, my point. I'm like, no, that's fucking retarded. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just
I'm paying for the one that has like Disney Plus, ESPN, and Hulu.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah,
and I paid the additional money to make sure there was no ads in my damn Hulu shit.
Damn right.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden you want to throw another subscription and just give the bottom one that we've been paying for X amount ads, and I'm like, why? Why?
This is all coming full circle. Remember when everyone's like, I'm ditching cable. Because I want to save money, and then all of a sudden, like 8 freaking subscription services. Now you're paying the same amount as you did with cable.
Yeah. I mean, you guys interested in this friends and family plan? You guys interested in it?
I have no need for it.
Me neither.
What?
The friends and family plan.
For what?
No, I was directing our attention to our stream chat. So I'm sorry if you can't see it.
I can't see anything. That's why I'm like,
wait. Are you on the YouTube?
Oh, that's why.
You know what? I'll start posting the link in our chat as well. As a matter of fact, here it comes.
I was like, what?
Poor Andre. We always leave him out of the loop. My bad, dude.
Guys.
Come on,
man.
Oh boy. Let's see. All right. So Ed's like, I assume this tier is for Game Pass Ultimate, and depends on what more they will add.
Well, I'll give them that because honestly, like people, you get a lot of the people that are crying. I think we talked about this before that, there's not enough AAA games on Game Pass right now.
Mm-hmm.
But, Game Pass is still have like a huge library of AAA games right now, like on there where they may not have anything new coming out this year, but really no one does.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's pushing games back. Everybody's pushing things back. Like it's just kind of the nature of the business.
Yeah,
now.
The meatiest part of Microsoft's year of Game Pass appears to be starting in December and going through until like late June next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meatiest part of their year. All right, any final thoughts, guys?
No.
Okay, cool. We can go ahead and move on to, what? Here's a bit of a light topic here. We're gonna go ahead and just move right on over to September's Games of Gold. Those titles have been announced. I know, like, this is the first time we've done this over here.
Microsoft, like, man, they really phoned this one in.
Stoy, do you want to handle this one?
On Xbox One, subscribers will get Gods Will Fall from September 1st to the 30th. And then you got Double Kick Heroes, which is a Flash game.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks like a Flash game. It's literally like oh no, wait, I'm thinking of Dive Kick. Double Kick Heroes is actually a pretty solid rhythm-based game.
Yeah, that's the one where you're in the car shooting like dragons and shit.
And bro, it's like you're playing metal music and like zombies are chasing your car and you have to like time it with the drums. And like
that sounds pretty fun.
I thought this was Dive Kick. I'm thinking of Dive Kick.
I love rhythm games.
Okay, I'll give them this. I'll give Microsoft this one. Most of the time they do phone this in though, where they're just like, "Hey, here's like a random like 360 game from like 18 years ago. Remember this? Here you go for free." Like Thrillville, for example. Who's going to play that? And then Portal 2.
Thrillville was a good game back in PS2 era.
Yeah, right. Back then. And then you got Portal 2, which is coming out September 16th through the 30th. Like, that's cool. But, like, yeah, fine. I mean, admittedly, this was like a better collection than I think in recent years, but
yeah, I'm interested in Double Kick Heroes though. If I can be really honest with you though, like this...
yeah, that one's actually a really good game. I have it for the Switch, and like it's pretty solid. Like it's super rewarding.
Yeah, members can still download Calico and Monaco. What's yours is mine until the end of the month. While Scourgebringer is also available to claim until September the 15th as far as August Xbox games go.
Who's heard of these games? No one's heard of these games. I'm sorry to the developers that like really work their asses off making.
I've heard of Calico. It's like a cutesy cat game. I've heard of that game.
There you go. Have fun.
Stoy, stop it! Stop yucking somebody else's yum. We don't. Wasn't that a line?
You're not a real gamer unless you play the AAA games.
Oh, okay. And as a reminder, Microsoft has confirmed last month that Xbox Games of Gold will no longer include Xbox 360 titles. That starts October of this year. So next month is the last month.
Get on it.
All fucking time.
Well, that was a quick topic.
I'm sorry if I felt like I was like kind of being an asshole about it.
Stoy was definitely under. You could feel the whelmed, couldn't you, Andre?
Yeah.
Listen, keep me out of it. Keep me out of it.
Andre's on my side. You leave him alone.
Don't bring the kids into this, okay?
Yeah, right. This is the problem between you and me, LeRon.
Whoa. Well, crap.
No, it's no problem. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and
quoting the infamous Corey. It's fine.
We're gonna go ahead and get into our final news topic for the night because we have some questions for the audience as well. So get ready for that. But next up in the news, PlayStation has acquired Savage Game Studio and was working on expanding its mobile games platform. There you go. There we have it.
PS Vita 2 confirmed.
Listen,
pretty much.
It's fucking happening. It's fucking
revive the PS Vita. I still got that bitch right under my desk in my little cabinet. I got the baby blue one. When's the time? When's the time?
Hey, I just charged mine up, and I'm about to buy a new micro SD card for it.
When is
Bro,
the
those
time
Vita,
for
those
the PS
I
Vita?
swear the Vita SD cards is what killed the Vita.
Yeah, true.
Like
true.
those bitches were expensive. When you could buy
Yeah.
like just a standard SD card for like half the price. Come on, Sony. What were you thinking?
Mm-hmm. All right, so here we go.
That's why I'm glad the way I'm happy the way Switch did it, where you could use any memory card.
Over
Facts.
at the PlayStation blog, Herman Hulst, who is the head of PlayStation Studios, shared the wonderful announcement over on PlayStation blog that
Is it?
Everybody
Sony,
likes it when I go full nerd, like Eddie in the chat. He's like, he can't with that voice.
Sony is planning to acquire Savage Game Studios to bolster its mobile games development. If you don't know who the team is, I actually had to do some research as well. But it's a company comprising of 2 European studios that make mobile games. Among its staff are veterans from big mobile developers such as Rovio, Zynga, Wargaming, and many more. Savage is also described by Hulst as a hugely talented team of creatives with many years of experience making some of the most popular mobile games enjoyed by players around the world. The problem is, I don't know what these games are.
Mm-mm.
You know what? You know what kind of made me tune out of this?
What's that?
Already working on an unannounced AAA mobile live service action game.
Didn't we hear this like 4 months ago?
Yeah. We also heard this at the Diablo conference. Don't you guys have phones?
Yeah. All right. As you know, Sony has wanted to expand and strengthen its efforts in the mobile space for some time now, and it seems like this is the first meaningful push in that direction by the company. Hulst assures that this won't diminish PlayStation Studios' development. It won't diminish PlayStation Studios' development of amazing single-player narrative-driven experiences, highlighting the handful of first big-party titles it's published this year. But yeah. The news comes in the wake of the Backbone 1 PlayStation. I'm messing this up. The Backbone 1 PlayStation control. What is it, like a controller
The
attachment?
news comes in the
Bro,
wake
you want
of
me to
the
do this?
Backbone 1 PlayStation Edition's
Edition's
launch. The controller adapter for mobile phones. Continue.
You guys hate me, don't you?
I hated you at the beginning.
We only hate you because we love you, LeRon.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
You're just gonna tie me down to the bed and just basically like take a sledgehammer to my ankles. I see what's going on here.
Jesus.
I see what's up.
Good Lord, I wasn't going that far.
Yeah, holy. I would just hit you with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, right?
All right.
I was just going to tap you on the forehead and just be like,
a
Backbone 1 PlayStation Edition's launch.
All right, but the timing is interesting considering that, Microsoft's acquisition Blizzard, acquisition basically puts them in line to get the Candy Crush developer King and Blizzard Mobile Gaming into the Xbox Game Studios. So it all trends a certain way. Let's put it this way. It's clear that the big console players are also investing more than ever in mobile. So, that's going to be fun.
It's all about that money. Mobile games is making money, so Sony wants that money.
So here's the question, guys. How excited are we for Sony's expansion into mobile games?
Give me the PS Vita 2, and I'll be excited.
Yeah.
I would love for an announcement for the next PlayStation Vita, but I don't know. I feel like PlayStation's not ready to pull that trigger just yet.
Then why the hell did they do it years ago?
They've got to get PSVR 2 off the ground, which is already scary given the fact that Meta had to raise the price for the Oculus Quest,
Yeah.
And we don't even know the MSRP for the PSVR 2 yet. So
that's what I wonder. I imagine, I'm thinking to myself, they probably had this shit done months ago. They probably could release it tomorrow if they wanted to. But I wonder if they're really kind of maybe saving up stock, maybe waiting for inflation rates to drop a bit because they don't want to sell it too much because VR is still kind of a fad.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
I really don't know how I feel about Sony's expansion in mobile games. I'm not a big mobile gamer, and I know my roommate will probably argue with me because I played a lot of Marvel Contest of Champions back in the day, and I played a lot of Tekken. But those
No
are
idea
but
what
those
those
are
are.
only those are only yeah those are only exceptions. Like I don't really mobile game that much. And if it is mobile gaming, it's more or less something just to waste my time. While I'm not playing a console game and stuff like that. But for the most part, like I don't do mobile gaming, so it's going to be interesting to see what Sony has to offer. Once they get into the mobile gaming space, is it going to be the stuff that like we all already point and laugh at people for playing, or is it going to be like are we going to see Uncharted on mobile? Are we going to see Horizon on mobile? Are we going to see shit? Are we going to see
That
Days
would
Gone on
kill
mobile?
your battery so fast.
Yeah.
but
That would just eat your battery.
what I'm saying though, like we have on the one hand them saying that it's not going to dip into like like the first player the single player experiences that Sony is known for and stuff like that. But at the same time, like what do they bring, right? What could they possibly bring? Because like Sony's kind of I feel like Sony's painting itself in the corner with like its Horizons, its God of Wars, and it's Ratchet and Clanks and all this stuff. Like what
Well,
do they do?
I mean, honestly, this could kind of benefit them because they have these big franchises, and Sony's already said that they want to get it to as many platforms as possible. So this gives them an outlet to maybe like, hey, we could put out like a Horizon mobile experience, or we could put out a God of War mobile experience, or any one of number of. I mean, they have Destiny too, so this could also help Bungie kind of get some more mobile content for Destiny. I don't know.
In our chat, Ed's saying he'll pass on it unless Housemark makes a lot of games for it. The only problem is Housemark is like we're making big boy games now.
Yeah,
Housemark's not about that
they
life
graduated
anymore.
from the Resogun days.
Yeah, Housemark's not about that life anymore.
Yeah, man, I remember when I got my PlayStation 4, I played that game
Man,
more than
Wrestle Gun was so fun. Oh my god.
love that game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Like I'm not really excited, but at the same time, I am going to keep my eyes open, see
Good
what's
for
going
them.
on,
Whatever.
yeah, because like I mean, like, hey, I'm not saying Sony's going to come with the game changer, but like, who knows? Who knows? And also, we got to look at what their competition is doing. I don't know what Nintendo's doing as far as their mobile space. I know they got Fire Emblem Heroes. I know they got Super Mario Run. I know they got I think the biggest
Didn't
thing they
they
got
kill
going for them
Super
is
Mario Run?
Is it over?
I thought they killed one of their bigger
Mm,
games.
okay.
Didn't they kill Mario Run to make Mario Kart?
I thought that's what they did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and there's a couple other ones out there. I think Pokemon Go is their big one, but Pokemon Go is not wholly owned by Nintendo because I think there's a partnership going on with that. So I know Pokemon Go as far as like anything Nintendo related. Yeah, there's that.
That game's still going hard too.
Draglia Lost.
Yeah, they shut that one down, which I never
Yeah.
even heard of that one.
I'd never even heard of that one either. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, they've also got Animal Crossing on mobile. Go figure. See, Nintendo. I will say it like this. At least Nintendo like has marketable stuff that can be that can translate to the mobile. Like, can you imagine like there were Pikmin on mobile?
I mean,
That would get people like mindlessly playing that game.
yeah.
I mean, just look at the setup. It's like a tower defense game.
honestly,
just look at the
like
setup. Yeah.
honestly, like Animal Crossing was almost perfect.
See, I don't take Animal Crossing serious, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
Ed says he thinks there is a Pikmin on mobile. Come on, man! You're the host of Nintendo Power Block. You're supposed to know this. You don't think you know. I'm just messing with you, Ed. I love you.
If you don't know, now you know.
Any final thoughts on this?
No.
All right.
No, sir.
Well, guys, we have some questions from the audience that we should go ahead and jump into real fast. It's funny that it's questions from the audience, and the person that asked the questions is actually in the audience right now. Hey, Ed, what's up, man? How you doing?
How you doing?
Eddie!
All right, guys. All right, so first question for tonight. Do you think with Sony's price change for PS5, would it be divisive for gamers if it was a collector's edition? Good question.
That
People
is a
already
question.
spend premium dollar You know, when there's an expansion or a collector's edition of stuff out there, I don't think it'd be that divisive at all, because like the people who are going to spend the money for it will spend the money for it. I mean, there's fucking whales for reasons, you know. You know, like they do this thing, you know, like and then they make dumbass decisions like trading the God of War edition PS4 for a PS5 that they can't get on day one.
Hey.
I'm trying to understand this question because, like, you know, okay, so if they'd have raised the, like, obviously, I think you remember when what was it? Microsoft's the Series X came out and it was the Halo edition. Oh God, I wanted that so bad, but I think they overpriced it by like $700 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was like, I can understand that because it's a rare console, and they obviously specially designed a specific controller for that console, so I can understand that. I don't know if that literally the cost of it is more expensive. I don't see that, but
here's the major problem with all this stuff right now. We've got the big three. The big three all have a base model and a bigger model. Like we've got the Nintendo Switch and we've got the Switch OLED. Mm-hmm. We've got the Xbox Series S and we've got the Xbox Series X.
We've got the Nintendo Switch Vita.
We've got the PlayStation 5 digital and we've got the PlayStation 5. I'm just going to call it no, I can't call it the Pro. People will lose their mind if I call it the PlayStation 5 Pro. They will think there's a new SKU on the market and go looking for it.
You would ruin everyone's life if you did that.
Yeah. But I think the major problem is that given that I'm not going to say there's so much choice, but given the fact that people have choices, they can spend less money for this or they can spend all the money for that and stuff like that. That when it comes to situations where the hardware manufacturers increase the MSRP for something, people don't know how to take it. You know, people don't know how to take it. They think it's one way when it's not always that way and stuff like that. So as far as being divisive, it was already divisive enough given the fact that we have a standard edition and we have an ultimate edition. You know, let's just look at it like this. There's a $200 price gap between the two Xbox consoles and they technically play the same games, you know? There's a $50 price gap between the Nintendo consoles. Well, actually, depending on which system you're looking at, you got one for $200, you got one for $300, you got one for $350. You know,
yeah. And then you've got because don't forget the Nintendo Switch Lite.
The Switch Lite, yeah. And then you've got two PlayStation 5 systems on the market right now with a $100 price disparity between the two of them and stuff like that.
Hey, listeners, are you writing all this down?
Yeah, so it's already been divisive. It really has. It's already been divisive. So having a collector's edition console. Remember when the PS4 Gold Edition came out? Remember that one?
Man, I don't know what.
They had a PS4. They had a PS4 Gold Edition.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, it was all gold. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it was $200 more than the PS4 Pro. And then the 25th anniversary edition PlayStation 4 came out, which was also a PS4 Pro, and that was $100 more than the regular one.
Listen, you as a consumer, you control your money, right? Just because someone puts out a special edition for something doesn't mean you have to buy it. The temptation's there. I'll give you that. The temptation's there. But you can enact a little bit of restraint to say, I don't need that. I have a PlayStation. You know, all these people here that have like 4 Switches in their household. You don't need 4 Switches in your household, okay? Dial it back a bit. You know?
I will say it right now. Like the fact that, you know, like we've got single individuals. And when I say single, they have no family. They have no girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, but they have 4 systems. They have really skewed Nintendo's sales for the system. I mean, I'm happy for Nintendo for making all this money. I will say that.
Yeah. They know what they're doing. They're not dumb. They know what they're doing.
He said all of us Nintendo owners are running away from that comment.
Yeah.
You leave Nintendo alone, okay? You leave Nintendo alone.
No, I'm the idiot. I'm putting myself in that. I'm putting myself in that bucket because I'm the idiot that bought a Nintendo Switch Lite because I wanted something more portable than what the Nintendo Switch was already. I'm the idiot.
What?
Yeah, that was my logic. That's how I explained it to myself. Like, I want something a little bit more portable, so I'm going to buy a Nintendo Switch Lite. Did I need that Nintendo Switch Lite?
This is the only Nintendo Switch in my person right now. This is the only one I have.
I got two of them.
I can see it now. Stoy, you were standing there. You're like, this is a great, this is a great idea. You bought it. You got home. You opened it. You turned it on, and you're like, hold on. Wait a minute.
Stories like that.
Exactly
Stories like that guy we see. I'm gonna do it. Don't you do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't you do it.
My wife knows me better. Sometimes she'll look at me and she'll be like, "You're gonna do it anyway. You might as well go for it." It's like, yeah, you're right.
All right. So the follow-up question to the whole thing about the collector's edition consoles: why would that type of system be accepted at a higher price than what is being asked for with the change? Now, this is a good question because what it's trying to say is we're seeing price hikes on the current console, PS5. So why would it be more acceptable for a special edition console to come at a higher price? Honestly, it's because of the novelty, and
It's
this
really
is
that's
why.
the only thing. That's the only thing. It's the novelty and the rarity.
Sony drops a God of War PS5. I will put money on it that there will be fights at the mall to get one.
Yep.
No matter the price, you will have fights over a fucking console that is a limited edition. Now you drop the price of a normal one, probably won't be the same.
Yep.
It is 100% the novelty.
It'll be just another day at the office when the regular console drops.
It'll be another day, but you drop a limited edition controller, headset, console, you will have a knife pulled on you.
And you want to know the crazy part though? Like I feel like we live in a day and age now where like it's really easy. PlayStation finally released like their own brand of plates for the PlayStation. You can now have 6 different colors for your PlayStation now. The controllers are in 7 colors and stuff like that. Stuff like that. You have ways to customize your system and stuff like this. And stuff.
Honestly, that's
now.
kind of the smarter way from a consumer standpoint. Instead of just like releasing a whole different system and making people pay $600 for something and just because they want it in black, like I did for the Wii back in the day.
Honestly,
Nintendo put out a black Wii, and I was like, "But I want that one."
I remember all those people losing their minds about that black.
So it's like that one is lighter than the white one for sure.
Yeah, because like I wanted to match all my other systems. All my other systems are black, and I got this stupid white-looking Wii sitting there, like, "Hey, look at me!" And it's like, no, get out of here.
Honestly, what Sony should do is drop limited edition side panels for the PlayStation.
Exactly.
Say you have like a Kratos.
Yeah.
And what the hell is this? A Kratos.
Atreus.
Thank you.
Atreus.
A Kratos and Atreus side piece.
Can you stop saying Atreus? Oh my god.
Sorry, that was really hard to say.
You're putting Atreus and Kratos in the same word.
Kratos.
But yeah,
Kratos and his son.
But here's the thing about
Potter spell.
There's a reason why companies can get away with releasing $400 collector's editions of games and stuff like that. The novelty, and they know somebody's going to buy it and stuff like that. Like I'm not one of those people. It takes a lot now for me to spend more than the $10 for the deluxe edition of a game. Like you know
who's the biggest? And I mean, Eddie's going to come at me for this, but they know their audience. You know who's the biggest? What's the
Nintendo?
word I'm looking for? Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Because they're the ones that just put out this like Splatoon 3 Switch special edition, sold out. Like you even look at like so like say for example, even like the collector market right now. Like if you want the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS XL, any Legend of Zelda edition is $450 plus.
Really? Still?
Yes.
Wow.
Still to this day.
Cow.
Yeah.
I will say though,
I'm not saying that to knock Nintendo. I'm saying that the Nintendo is fucking nailing it with that, where they're just we know we want to kind of like spur people to buy more systems because, and it works. It works.
Look at the amiibo market for Nintendo.
Yeah, and they made it even more profitable to say that you can actually like use the amiibo without taking it out of the box.
It's glorified DLC.
No, you can't.
Glorified DLC.
No, you can't. Not anymore.
What do you mean not anymore?
The last amiibo pack I got was the Skyward Sword Zelda, and there was a piece. So
I thought
so
no,
the
I thought they
bottom-
literally changed that on purpose because they people collect them and actually keep them in the pack.
And they
So I thought
Oh.
they took that strip out.
No, so when I bought her, I tried it and it didn't work, and then I opened her up, and there was a piece of silver like tinfoil between the bottom of the pack and her stand.
Bro, if you came into this podcast just right now, it's like I opened her up and all of a sudden there was this piece of silver.
I opened her up, this piece of plastic inside. You're like, whoa, what the shit?
Right underneath.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I tried that and it didn't work. So
Oh, that's
I don't
okay.
know.
I thought they literally took that strip away because there's a lot of people that like to just kind of collect them and keep them hanging.
Uh-oh.
So
Wrong.
oh, dude, is it our podcast now?
It's our time to
It's
shine.
our time to shine. Let's go. Let's go.
Welcome to the Stoy and Andre podcast, everyone.
Yep. Let's talk about Ghost of Tsushima again. Now a spoiler. Spoilers everything because LeRon's not here. Right?
Spoiler-free Ghost of Tsushima podcast.
Yeah. Nah, we're not gonna do that to LeRon, just in case all of a sudden he pops in and then we all of a sudden say, and Jin Sakai turns full frontal at once.
I can still hear you.
I know.
Something's going on. Something's going on with my camera, but thank God I still have a second camera, an actual face cam. Okay. I was
gonna say something really mean, but I saw myself.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I hope it makes you look prettier. But I was like, that's mean. I can't.
That's
say
mean. That's mean.
That is.
All right.
That's okay though.
All right. Well, something happened there. Wow. Look at how.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're obviously still in on the stream, so I think it's just not on Skype.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Something happened. Something happened there.
Anyways.
All right. All right. So you know what? Just because he asked it. Lastly, guys, brownies or cinnamon raisin bagels for a snack trip on the go.
Cinnamon raisin bagels all day.
What?
And cinnamon raisin bagels, man.
This is Ed just trying to bring.
I need you to explain yourself.
This is Ed just trying to bring
LeRon,
back.
Stop. Andre, I need you to explain yourself.
In Canada, I don't know if this is everywhere else. In Canada, they have cinnamon raisin bagels, and I have one when we have them. I have them every morning for breakfast. It's a bagel. It is a cinnamon bagel, and it has raisins inside. And I toast that bitch, throw some peanut butter, boom, breakfast.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
I'm going to recuse myself, given the aggressive way Stoy asked that question. I'm going to recuse myself from this conversation.
No. You can be honest. It's fine. It's just like
I do like a good cinnamon raisin bagel, but only for breakfast. Like if I'm,
I don't think raisins belong in anything. I don't think raisins belong in anything. I think that's my problem. Is like get your goddamn raisin out of my damn bagel.
Well, see, I thought the question was which one would have raisins in it, and would you eat that one? And I don't think raisins should go near brownies at all. That's just
I don't think nuts should go into brownies. Like
that's just
brownies.
Yeah,
you're
get
this shit out of here.
You're treading on thin ice when you do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially given that I can't trust every nut you put in food these days.
Yeah, because you're gonna get the tongue tickling sensation. That
numb tongue.
Numb tongue.
That was it.
Numb tongue. Don't get twisted.
Yeah.
Don't get twisted. If you want your question read on the show, tweet us at ps_crossroads or hit us up over a good old Gmail by hitting us up at crossroadspspod@gmail.com. And also, just remember to get the scoop on all tonight's topics. Links have been provided in our stream chat, so go check them out and then continue the conversation with us over on our Twitter page as well at ps_crossroads.
I think if I ever ate a brownie that had a raisin inside, all my trust in the world would be gone.
I
would be completely out the window.
Immediately have trust issues if I ever have
completely
a brownie with raisins in it.
No, literally, someone brought in bagels at work, and I was like shocked that I saw chocolate chip bagels are my jam, right? I was shocked to be like, oh, look, someone brought like chocolate chip bagels. Fucking sick. Let's go. I eat it. It's raisins. My day was ruined.
Did you eat it or spit it out?
I spit it out. I threw it away. Get out of here with this shit.
So you're just not a raisin person at all?
No, I see. It's one of those things. I have to explain this to everybody. Like I can eat raisins by themselves, right? I can eat raisins by themselves. Like I don't mind like grabbing a handful of raisins, whatever. Fine with that. Nuts, kind of the same thing. I'll eat like a handful of like. I won't eat almonds. Fuck almonds. But like peanuts or cashews, whatever. I'll eat almonds all day. You put those things in my brownies and my cookies and whatever else in
We
cakes.
have a problem.
Yeah, we're having a problem. Like those things don't belong. They don't belong together.
I hear you.
Not
Okay,
everyone
guys.
may agree with me, and that's fine. You do you, but I'm gonna be over here doing me, enjoying my plain brownie. You can get
All right,
out of here with
fellas,
your fucking
it's
peanut
that-
M&Ms.
It's about that time now. It's time for our big topic, and I was waiting for this. I spent a whole week thinking about this. I even gave you guys plenty of opportunity to think about it as well. We're going to talk about that moment that we broke up with a video game or a video game franchise. And
My game still tries to like reach me, and it scares me.
Mine does too. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
So here's how we setting this up. Basically, we've been gamers for a long time here at Crossroads and stuff like that,
Stop
and
using
we
that
have what?
Don't put
What?
me in that. Don't put me in that category.
We
My
have
bad.
played games for a long time.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Andre.
there we go.
Don't put me in that category.
So we have some of our favorite games that we just absolutely love to play. We also have some of our favorite genres that we like to play. I'm looking at you, Stoy, Silent Hill and Mass Effect. But yeah, but as with all good things, every so often, like we find ourselves at this crossroad where it's like we got to walk away.
No pun intended.
We gotta cross the crossroads.
It was totally pun intended. That's why it's a crossroads big topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys tonight. Tell me about some games that you had to break up with. Some games or some game franchises you had to break up with, and why?
I think I only have two.
Okay, go. Let's hear it.
So my first one isn't the big one, but my first one is Call of Duty because you guys come out way too fucking often every goddamn year. Kind of the same thing. And I remember there was a time where I had the same Call of Duty on the Xbox and the PlayStation, and I'd play with my PlayStation friends, then I'd play with my Xbox friends, and it'd be the same thing every night. And I had to take a step back and be like, okay, this is stupid. I was like, I cannot do this anymore. But the big game I had to kind of sit down and sign the divorce papers for was Fortnite.
Please explain. Explain.
I was always that guy. I will fully admit this. I was always that guy that grew up and was like, oh, Fortnite fucking sucks. It's for losers. And then me being me for Star Wars, I think it was Star Wars Episode 7. They had a huge Star Wars event, and there was like Star Destroyers in the sky. There was like Star Wars stuff in the store, and I remember just seeing it everywhere, and I'm like, fuck, that looks cool. And then they had lightsabers in the game, and I was like, ugh. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try it. I'll try it. Whatever. It's Star Wars. I was one. You showed me a lightsaber. I was like, I will take it.
Epic Games knew how to reel them in.
Oh, dude, they were just like, wait for it. There it is. So I downloaded the game. I was like, you know what? Sure. I'll try it. First day, I was fucking hooked. It was like a coke fiend. I was so into it. I was like, this is the best game in the world. But I didn't tell anyone though. That's where the problem started. Is I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell a single soul that I was playing for. So I had an old friend. We're not friends anymore, but when we were, I remember
you divorced him too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you divorced him too in that.
Yeah. I remember when we were hanging out, and I was like, "Hey, man, you see,
we can't be friends anymore.
you see, Fortnite came out."
I thought you left.
Yeah, no. So this is like the next day, and I was like, "Hey, man, you see that Fortnite came out with some Star Wars stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, it looks okay. I'm like, oh yeah, it's okay. I tried it, and he's like, you what? I'm like, listen, hear me out.
Oh, he's not friends with you because of that.
Yeah. I'm like. Well, no. It gets better. So I'm like, hear me out. It's kind of okay. It's not bad. And we were both like those guys that like, oh, Fortnite sucks. So I'm like, look, man, like we both love Star Wars. Just give it a try. And then I got him hooked on it. And then we would just feed off each other. And it was a sick, sadistic relationship. And so we were like super into the game. And after the Star Wars event, we stayed in the game. And it was just years of buying skins, buying more skins, buying emotes. I eventually had like Fortnite figures on my computer desk. I would come home from work and just skip the gym and play Fortnite. It was fun.
He was in there.
I was in it so badly.
Such a toxic relationship.
It was so toxic. And like I would not like, and I think my fiance was pregnant at the time, and I would like not do the like I would not clean the house. I'd play Fortnite a bit and then clean it later before bed and then come back. Dude, it was bad. It was bad. I'd be spending like money I shouldn't be spending on Fortnite skins and all that jazz. Dude, it was I was in it deep. And so I had to be like, okay, look, listen, I can't play this game anymore because I was hooked. So I had to sit down with Fortnite and be like, look, I can't keep doing this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't keep doing this. And now they have like Darth Vader in the game, Indiana Jones, and I'm just like, oh fuck. And they had like Dragon Ball Z skins, and I'm just like, oh my
now,
God.
if they can't get you as a Star Wars fan, they're gonna get you as a weeaboo.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. And I'm just like
Goku and just like pwn people all day.
Yeah, and like and just actually just I think it was like a week ago.
Wait, were you playing when they did the Attack on Titan stuff? Were you playing then?
No. I was out then, but I saw it and I was like, just one match. Just one match, all I want. So the other day, like a week ago, my buddy downloaded Fortnite and he'd never played it on his PS5, and we were all at his house. It was me and my other friend and him. So it was the three of us. And he's like, yeah, man, they have like Dragon Ball and Fortnite now. It's kind of weird. And so he booted up Fortnite, and I was kind of sitting there like, fuck, okay, I'm fine.
He's scratching.
Yeah, I'm getting the itch. I'm like, oh, it's fine. So he's like, Andre, do you want to try? And I was like, sure, man. I was like,
oh, he's back in. He's back in.
Sure. So like the first game
Such a
I play
relationship.
The first game I play, I drop like 16 kills and get like the victory. And my friends are like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to do that. So yeah, safe to say, I don't like playing Fortnite because it's
oh my God.
That's my game.
Oh my God. Stoy, you ready?
Yeah, I don't have it as epic of a story as that, but well, it'll be kind of shocking for people, I guess, to hear me say this, but for me, it's FIFA.
That is a shock.
Yeah,
that is a shock.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think where it happened was it was starting to get a little toxic because I started screaming at the TV. And generally, I don't like if I'm playing video games, like I may do like a what the fuck, kind of thing, and then just keep playing.
Were you like swearing and screaming, or just screaming?
I was going hard. Like I was laying into it.
I was going hard.
Yeah, like we're talking.
This TV's just like, crying.
Fuck this game. Fuck you. Players don't play like that. Players don't run like that. Why the fuck is this game broken as shit? I didn't mean to pass to that guy. I would like one of my saying is I point the joystick at the player and I expect you to pass the fucking ball to the fucking player. Oh, I was going, man.
Wow.
Man, I was in it. Like it was bad to the point where I was like, and I would like stop playing it, and I'd be like, I'm not getting next year. And next year will come out, and I'd be like, fine, I'll get it. Maybe it's different this year. Maybe they fix the AI. Maybe they fix everything. And it's like that whole thing. Your ex-girlfriend keeps coming back. She keeps coming back and says, I'm different. I'm different. And it's like, I believe you. You're different.
Is this like the whole like clown meme where you put stuff on like,
literally,
you're different.
Yeah, you are different. You are. I am the epitome of that fucking clown. Jesus. So, yeah, and it's the same bullshit. I get into the same shouting match with my TV and my controller, and it's like, I can't do this anymore. So I stopped last year.
I have to ask, did you ever hit a point where you like stood up and threw the controller at the chair or couch and be like, I'm done?
No, I haven't. I haven't thrown a controller like out of rage in a very, very long time, thankfully.
Yeah, I stopped doing that a long time ago.
Yeah, I would say I think the last time I did that was like during the 360 days, and yeah, I was like, I had like 4 Xbox 360 controllers at the time, so it was like, whatever, just pull out the next one.
I knew I had gamer rage when I actually like snapped a PS2 controller in my hands. I was like,
wow.
I need to make a change. Like this is not going to end well for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like, no, it never got bad. Like I said, it just got to the point where I'm like shouting at the TV, and I'm like, this isn't healthy. You play games to relax, to chill out, to have fun, and it's like
he's playing FIFA, so I can just hear him like depending on what team you freaking wanker. Why would you?
Yeah, different accent with a different team.
Yeah, that would be like I'd be screaming in a Scottish accent. But yeah, no, I was done with that. I was done with it.
I hope that word doesn't give me age. What's it called? Age restricted? Yeah, age restricted.
Yeah.
All the other stuff that we see on this show in Wanker will give me age restricted.
No.
Is that your only one, Stoy?
I mean, I have an interesting one.
Oh.
I have where I broke up with my girlfriend and then I took her back and she actually did change. You want to hear that one?
When you say that for After Dark.
Okay. I was going to say it's actually more surprising. It's actually Gran Turismo.
Oh, wait. You quit Gran Turismo?
I quit Gran Turismo.
I've actually quit Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I quit Gran Turismo after 4.
Me too.
When I played 4 and I saw what 5 was for the PlayStation 3, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And like I remember playing it at my friend's house and I was disgusted. I was like, I can't play this. This is garbage. This is trash. What the hell happened to Gran Turismo? Like Gran Turismo 4 came out and it was barely anything. Like they tried to kind of recapture what was great with Gran Turismo 1 and 2 and they failed at it. And I was like, I'm never coming back to this ever again. Gran Turismo 5 came out. I was like, yep, you're still a bitch. Gran Turismo 6 comes out. Gran Turismo Sport comes out. Yeah, you're still a bitch. I'm not falling for it this time. Gran Turismo 7 comes out. And something happened. Something happened where all of a sudden I was looking at her and I was like, I think I'm in on this one. And
you're like,
I was pleasantly surprised.
Story's like, I was doing good till you walked in with that dress.
Yeah, I know. When you walked in with that dress, all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah, I haven't gone back to Gran Turismo, but yeah, 7 is kind of like calling my name, and that's the part that sucks because I
don't condone going back to your exes at all. There's a reason why they're exes. I'm gonna be firm on that. There's a reason why they're exes, but sometimes it makes you take a second look.
Yeah, but yeah, like GT4 was like the final Gran Turismo for me. Like, I just got tired of doing like all this stuff like. Back in Gran Turismo 1 and 2 days, like doing stuff like doing gear changes and all that stuff, like tuning the car and stuff, that was fascinating. But by the time I got deep into Gran Turismo 4, I was like, man, I'm tired of it. And there was always some bullshit with those licenses, and I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, so all right, so I guess it's my turn for the story, right? I said this in the chat, so you guys definitely need to get the explanation for it. I had to break up with Final Fantasy.
Really?
When?
Yeah, the franchise, starting with number 8.
Starting with number 8? You mean you never got to play 9?
I own 9. I have never played it.
Really?
Man, I really think you would change.
9's pretty good.
9's pretty damn good.
9 is really good.
You're not the first person. You're not the first guys to say that.
I
My
know
problem,
that. I know that because it's universally praised as probably one of the best Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
And I
My problem.
know my games because I'm a gamer.
My problem with 9 is that like when Final Fantasy 7 came out and it was an evolution from those sprites, I couldn't go back, and then like Final Fantasy 8 came out and Final Fantasy 8's story kind of ruined me, and this is the guy who loved RPGs, up to this point, especially Squaresoft RPGs, like that company could do no wrong for me and stuff like that. And honestly, what Final Fantasy did to me actually made me get out of RPGs for a hot minute. Like nobody could catch the same thunder for me like Final Fantasy Tactics did. At that point, and Final Fantasy Tactics is a different breed of RPGs at that point. But like I've kind of forgiven Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and I was like, as much as I told myself I would never play Final Fantasy VII again, because I sank 1,000 hours into that game, like once you start replicating materia, like the summon materia, like that's a whole different like can of worms right there and stuff like that. So like I made sure every party member had a Knights of the Round materia, and you know how hard that shit is. Like every ruby, emerald, and what was the other weapon? Like
Diamond.
Yeah, like they were my
Ruby
bitch.
Something like that. I forget.
Stuff like that. But Final Fantasy VIII story was too convoluted for me, and I'm saying convoluted in a I write stories kind of way. If I can't keep up with your story, something's wrong. And then let me see the flaws of like JRPGs.
I'll give you that with JRPGs, and the one I had here that literally made me quit JRPGs altogether is actually the Xenoblade series. And I'm sorry to Dan Murphy in the Discord and Boss Rush Network. I'm sorry because I know a lot of people love this series, but goddamn, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 made me think JRPGs are no. No.
Yeah.
No, and I've stayed firm because Xenoblade Chronicles 3, a lot of people love that game. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I could give two shits about that game.
Yeah. But I mean, like but basically like JRPGs killed my love for RPGs to the point where like I kept Mass Effect at like at 10-foot pole. Like that's how far away I kept it from me before I finally sat down. Like I'm gonna try this game, see what's up, and actually fell in love with it, and kind of helped get me back into RPGs. Still don't run to every RPG. And are you ready for my next? Are you ready for my next one? That's probably gonna make a whole bunch of people clutch their pearls. Resident Evil 4 killed my career. Resident Evil. Not just Resident Evil, but it also killed my career with survival horror games. Like I didn't look at another survival horror game until Dead Space came out. Stoy is checked out of the building. He is gone.
This man just said, "I'm out."
But follow along with me for a second here.
No, I don't want to follow with you. This podcast is done. I'm reading the outro. This has been episode 93 of Crossroads. Come back and join us next week when we have a new host of the show, new format, where all we're going to be doing is talking about Resident Evil.
Come back next week when it's just me and Stoy.
Yes,
even in the chat, the question is why do so many people not love Resident Evil 4? I wasn't really in love with Resident Evil 4 when it came out. It was what actually messed it up for me, and I'm kind of glad.
I swear to God, if you say LeRon Kennedy,
I swear to God, I was just going to say the same exact.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, there's nothing.
Don't you dare.
There's nothing wrong with Leon Kennedy. As a matter of fact, Leon Kennedy should have been the reason why I stuck with it. If I'm being honest with you, it was just a drastic change of the style of the game. Which is funny because I was I was so spoiled off the fact of what Resident Evil Code Veronica had did for like tank controls in the game series that I thought they were at least going to stick with that for like another additional game or something. And Resident Evil 4 comes out and it's a shock to the system, which I know many people find it ironic now because like I love like the Dead Space series, and Dead Space basically took everything that Resident Evil 4 did and corrected it.
Quoting Andre's words, Resident Evil 4 walked so Dead Space could run.
True. But just to let you know something here, like it took from the time from Resident Evil 4 to Dead Space 1 to come out for me to even take survival horror games seriously again. So between the times that Resident Evil 4 was out until we got the Dead Space, we had Resident Evil 5. I want to say we had Resident Evil 6.
We don't talk about that game.
Even I have trouble talking about that game because it's like I want to love that game, and I'm like, it's fine.
We had a smattering of Silent Hill games.
I wrote a Boss Rush banter, I think, about that a couple years ago. I want to say a year and a half ago, because I think one of the questions was, "What's the most divisive Resident Evil game?" And I was like, "Oh, it's 6 easily."
It's 6.
Yeah.
It's 6
easily. I think I'm in the same boat as Stoy. It's like it came out, and I was like, 4 was amazing, 5 was good. I'm like, 6 has to be fucking so good. And I played 6, and I was like, you are so close.
Yeah, God, you're doing fine. You're doing okay.
Just breathe and we'll get through it.
Yeah, but the other major problem that I have with Resident Evil 4 is like, because I actually tried to love the game.
I can't believe we're still talking about this.
You know what?
I'll keep going. It's okay. It's fine.
You know what? Oh my God.
No.
Come on, LeRon, you had to expect this.
So Andre,
this is how this was going to happen. You knew this was going to happen.
This is how it's going to go, right? We're gonna. So I'm gonna go up to Wisconsin to like link up with Stoy, so we can have the Canada to link up with you, and the entire car trip we're going to be fighting like that couple. I'm
gonna pull over to the side of the road. It's like, so Resident Evil 4, huh?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get to Andre's house, and Andre's gonna come out to meet us in the driveway. He's like, "Y'all good?" Because we're not gonna be talking to each other.
That's if we make it.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in the car, and LeRon is all he's gonna say is, "Andre, please tell Stoy that we are here," and I'll be like, "Okay, listen, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, exactly.
We're not.
Andre, can you tell LeRon to pass the salt?
Yeah.
All right.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? This is a good stopping point for this topic. Like, you know what? Do us a favor. Hit us up at PS_Crossroads. Let us know some of your games or your gaming franchises that you had to break up with, and also let us know if you wound up coming back to them, like my dumbass deal with Resident Evil 6,
Hey.
or my dumbass deal with Final Fantasy 7.
Question though.
Yeah.
Did you ever go back to 4, and did you ever beat it?
No. But
well, you got a perfect opportunity when the remake comes out next year.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, I'm actually amped for the Resident Evil 4 remake. So yeah, silver lining. There you go. Capcom's like we're gonna get his ass back one way or the other. Well, but technically they did, because the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes came out, and sure as fuck I was in line getting them. Yep. Yeah. I mean, so stranger things have happened.
So you played 6 but not 4?
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
I know that is like I've honestly never heard that sentence. I've never heard that sentence ever
said. What's wrong with you?
Oh my!
I played Resident Evil 6, but I never played 4. Like, that's one thing I've never thought I would say out loud.
I beat Resident Evil 6. How about that? How do you like those apples?
So thank you everyone for coming to the Crossroads podcast. This will be my last time on the show.
Same with me.
Yeah. Ron just lost.
No wonder why Nelly doesn't want to come back to the show. Jeez.
Hey. We don't talk about that.
She's all like, "Oh, I'm just busy." And it's like, "Oh, really?"
All right, everyone. That's our show for tonight.
Thank God.
As always, we let you know thanks to you for.
LeRon, I'm sorry, but you opened the door without
you knew this was happening.
I'm a very sus gamer. What can I say? I'm a very sus gamer. You know, like I play games that you guys don't think I would play, and then I hate games that I absolutely should love. You know, why do you think?
And then you play all the wrong games. You play all the right.
Why do you think Stoy has been riding my back so hard to play Ghost of Tsushima? Like, I'm a sus gamer.
Yeah. I think I remember like one of my first episodes I was on here and I was talking about something and you said out loud, I have never played Ghost of Tsushima. And I literally walked off the camera.
Did you? Oh my god, no way.
I was like dumbfounded. I was like, this man runs a PlayStation podcast.
Yeah, just like I haven't beat any of the Horizon games. I have both of them.
I mean, I'll give you a pass on that one, even though like Forbidden West is like still like my game of the year so far. Like it's an amazing title. But
I have The Last of Us Part 2 in my possession and have not played it yet. Have not even turned it on. But that's because
let's
the gaming
just end
community...
this podcast before all of a sudden we just like
all I'm gonna say is the gaming community fucked up Last of Us Part 2 for me. That's all.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Okay.
It's their fault.
All right. So anyway, as I was saying, that's our show. I want to give a big thanks to everyone that's taking the opportunity to tune in and listen to us rant, rave, and disappoint each other.
That happens every week. Rant, rave, and disappoint each other every week.
Every week. Listen, I want to just throw out a question for the audience. If you made it this far, tweet us and tell us if it's a good thing LeRon hasn't played RE4 or a bad thing. And if it's a bad thing, explain to him why he should.
Yeah. Why are you going to sick the internet on me like that? You did this I am putting my Twitter on private after the show ends tonight. I am not ready for this.
I want to get the voice actor for Leon to tweet you. Be like, play my game.
Hey, do not bring Nick Apostolides into this. Like, I already promised him I was going to play RE7 in full VR. And I'm too much of a little scared bitch to do that.
You know what?
I don't blame you on that one because Resident Evil 7 in VR is terrifying.
Yeah.
Exponentially terrifying.
All right, before we head out, here's how you can connect with the crew and say what's up. Except for me, I'm going to put my shit on private after this. Andre, go first.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Vero at ANNDRE_WILSON. You can find me on YouTube at Andre Wilson, and that's all.
All right, Stoy, do it.
You can find me on the EXP Cast. We're a video game podcast on the Boss Rush Network. We release episodes Mondays and Thursdays every week. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at EXP Cast. And also, you can follow me on my personal Twitter at StoyMKE8.
All right. And as always, you can find me on social media by looking up Exodus803, EXODUS803. That's also my YouTube and Twitch channels, as well as my PlayStation Network and Steam ID. That. I don't know why I always get tongue twisted there, but you guys notice, like, I've actually gone quite a few episodes without getting tongue tied now, and I think it's amazing.
I'm proud of you.
It has, but it seems like always that little spot you like.
Yeah. It's because I haven't streamlined how I shout myself out. That's all. Special thanks to Eddie V from the Boss Rush Network, host of Nintendo Power Block, as well as 1v1 for hanging out with us in the chat tonight, dude. We love you and thanks a lot. I cannot wait to make my triumphant return to Nintendo Power Block, where I will bring more controversy to the Nintendo show.
And if you follow me on Twitter, I just tweeted out a reminder to everybody that follows me to go on LeRon's page and tell him to play Resident Evil 4.
Here's what's going on over at BossRush.net right now. Our buddy Josh Martinez wants to know what video game or moment made you fall in love with gaming. That's pretty funny, given that we just talked about the things that made us fall out of love with certain games and stuff like that. But check out that article in the August 30th edition of the Boss Rush banner. Also, the Boss Rush podcast team wants everyone out there to know that, hey, it's okay to not be okay. In episode 32, which is the latest episode of Boss Rush After Dark, which, if you don't know, Boss Rush After Dark is the show where we talk about everything that's not always content appropriate for our anchor shows here at the Boss Rush Network. So, you want to hear some shenanigans? Check that out. And lastly, our one and only Stoy. I don't even know why I'm shouting this guy out. He's giving me so much fucking grief tonight. Stoy brings us his take on Thymesia with the latest game review by Overborder Studios. So check out that review.
That actually was written by Josh from our podcast. We got a review code, and he wrote a review for us, and obviously it was like, hey, let's post that on Boss Rush. So yeah.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. All that and more can be found over at bossrush.net. So head there and check out more editorials and shows from our ever-growing family of creators and contributors. By the way, if you guys don't know, Stoy is one of the amazing personalities over the EXP cast, and you guys definitely should head over there and check out the stuff that they're doing. Like every now and then, I'm a guest over there at the EXP cast, and it's always a blast.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, definitely check out the EXP cast. Shout out to those guys. Also shout out to the Console Game Crew and shout out to the Dignity Podcast. We love you. We love all you guys out there. Don't forget, there's a Boss Rush Network Discord. Just so you know. And as always, you can chat with us and keep the conversation going by hitting us up on Twitter at @PS_Crossroads. Additional more news, events, and topics while we're getting ready for the next installment of Crossroads. Everyone, this has been episode 93 of Crossroads. Come back and join us next week for where we will talk about more things controversial, sus, and in between in the world of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox gaming. It's been fun. We love you guys. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.